resilience in the fold, hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold, dated bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. The pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts, midnight glory. Sanctuary in all its blending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, guys? Good morning. How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. So now I told you guys I was going to be trading last night, and I didn't plan on it. And then wake up last night, Trump creates a whirlwind, bought the dip. Yep, another day for the trolls. Matt shows up to the stream with $30,000 of profit, and they can suck it. I wasn't planning on trading. I had to react. What happens? All right, let's get some stuff drawn on the thing. What's up, guys? Welcome. Oh yeah, that big old dip candle we got. Like look, I don't know what this was. I was looking at the market, the right place, the right time. I'm just like, oh, look, market's drifting up. Oh, there's a nice long trade off of hedge pressure I missed. That's okay. Wow, it's going higher. I peeked at it again. Wow, it's going higher. And they happen to just like peek at it again, probably like right about midnight. Freaking Nasdaq had fallen like 200 points or something. Back down to hedge pressure. I was like, oh, well, that's an opportunity. So I grabbed that and scalped it on the way back up. Kind of nice. Good morning. Simon Dean, Bruce U. Trady, Jose, Future D Skinny, what's up? Bulk Power Moneymaker, VTA. Now they have a deal to make a deal, and maybe they're going to have signatures, maybe. Who knows? Like, maybes, deals, yes, no's coming in a week. I figured the market's going to come down and reset because of earnings. This is the real mover. So that overnight move that went straight up, straight up, straight up, I was like, that's not... I thought that wasn't going to be possible. That's why I didn't went along. I was thinking, you know, we moved on Fed and some earnings, and the market's not going to just keep going straight up, right? Probably going to revert to the mean and consolidate here until we get out of earnings season. So that's why I didn't want to take the long out the door. Even though I told people, you know, in this pretty decent long setup, VIX was above the triple B, so I was like, this could be one of those days where spontaneous volatility could be here. We're right on the edge. So I'm going to miss out. Market went up and market went up and market went up, and I didn't long, and then blowing everything up. I'm telling you, I just feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world avoiding stuff like that. And then I bought the dip. Yes, sir. That's it. Tom Hall, what's up? Fraser, what's up, Franz? What's up, everybody? Mark Vision, what's up? Info Doctor. Good morning, J Val, Mark Kuno. Igor, what's up? Gamma, what's up? Final Bell. What's happening with Trump? I don't even know, man. Vinny, Amari, Jose, and everyone else. Good morning, friends. Reading the morning comments. Y'all ready to scoot? What's my experience with month's end? Technically on month's end, not really, I would say, much statistically on the month. The takeaway, other than most red candles on the month, you have a statistic that 60% of red candles give back a third of their loss over the course of, 60% of monthly candles will give back a third of their loss by the end of the month, which means in a red month, the last week rallies 6 out of 10 times. Green candles, only 20% of them give away a third of their gain. So green monthly candles stay green on the calendar month. Red monthly candles have a wick on the calendar month. So usually green will stay green most of the time, statistically. Now that's not really a trade idea, but statistically that's what happens. Right now, this is really into earnings. I'm going to tell you the market is going to just do this for a week. It's going to chop at a slightly downward angle. Let's talk about that. And before the haters, well, he showed up on the stream with all this money. There's opportunities at night, like every night. I just have to be at the right place at the right time. I have to look at the market and go, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, well, let me ape into this shit. Sounds good to me. Yeah, so. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Let's go. He makes all his money off stream, huh? Some of it, yeah. Baby's going for the world record payout. So I'm already the world record holder, by the way. I just need to... Here's the thing. Here's how crazy I am. I currently am the world record holder for the highest payout ever at Fund and Next. Now I could just trade micros to the finish line and walk away $250,000 richer. Put it on red. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Keep rolling them dice, baby. Let's go. How far am I from funded next payout? About 9 days. 9 trading days to get the whole thing. $250,000. A single lump sum. I could take out 125. I could take out half of it now if I wanted to. No. Let's keep rolling them dice, baby. Let's keep going. How far can we take it? Now, like, people were joking, like, are you gonna bankrupt the firm or whatever? No, not at $250,000. Like, but it'll be nice. Just another thing to add to my belt. And then starting next week, I do my 100K challenge, random trading challenge / embarrass Matt Coors challenge / I'm gonna enter the Robbins Cup the last couple months. Why? Because I see a bunch of people talking about the Robbins Cup. There's no name people. I don't know any of them, but they're like this neck and neck competition. It's very cute. There's like people with 200%, 100% gains or whatever, like talking about how amazing of a trader they are. So I kind of just want to take it from them. I don't like when people go out there and they're like, you know, like you make one good trade and they're like, I'm the best, follow me. So I'm going to go beat them just because I don't like their attitude. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I'm not. There was that one kid that was like, hey, I peaked top 5 in the Robbins Cup by my mentorship for 100K. What I'm going to do is embarrass the Robbins Cup competition. I'm going to go in there and win it and then talk shit about it, how it's stupid. No, I really think it's dumb. There's only like 50 people that enter it. Nobody good enters it. The people that enter it put 10K in an account, YOLO double it in a couple trades, and they're like, buy my mentorship for 100K. I'm going to win it, and then when they're parading me around, I'm going to fucking talk shit about how stupid the contest is and that nobody should enter it. And then we'll make our own contest or something. Oh, that sounds kind of weird, but why care what other people say? No, because there's idiots out there selling $100,000 mentorship because they got top 3 in the Robbins. Like, I'm 3rd place in the world. No, you're not. Like, why do I care? Because people like you fall for that stuff. In the comments, there's like, how much is your mentorship, man? 3rd place in the world. You're like, you turn a $10,000 account into a $15,000 account, and you're walking around like you're Michael Berry kind of thing. To sell, you're using his leverage to sell bullshit to people. So I'm gonna go in there and then just win it in the last month, and then just talk shit about the contest. Like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done. Look how easy it is to win, guys. Don't trust anyone that ever wins again. As a public service to the public. You guys know me. I saw somebody earlier this year advertising $100,000 mentorship for 6 seats. You believe that? $100,000 a seat for 6 seats. Why? I'm the 3rd best trader in the world. I'm like, So I'm just gonna go win it, just for fun. I could brute force win it. I can go open an account, brute force it. You know what I'm saying? I want the public to know that the contest is not really a gauge of skill, that it's really just so stupid anyone can win it in a week or two. I get bored, guys. Look, listen. I'm sure like people that are billionaires get really bored, and they gotta, like, you know, they get bored with money. They have everything they want. They gotta start entertaining themselves. I'm trying to get bored in trading. Not really. I'm just kidding. Bored in social media though. Now, I found the glitch. We discovered it last night. What's going on with my DD bands aren't drawing. And they should load up whenever liquidity maps load up. It's also not saving my drawings either, and we're supposed to have that fixed. Good morning, guys. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do this year. I've got a lot of cool... So Monday... Oh, speaking of, don't forget, I need you to sign up for the Tradeify contest, Tradeivate contest and Tradeify contest. Here's what I want you to do for the Ninja Trader Tradeivate contest. If you haven't signed up, go sign up. I'm going to give you a hint, wink, wink about this, okay? We are going to get perks based on the number of signups, and it's free for you to sign up. If you care about this community, you want to see us get as many perks as possible, I'm telling you, as many perks as possible, you sign up for this contest, even if you're not competing. It literally takes 1 minute out of your life. If I see 200 signups today, I will do a big ass giveaway. I won't do any giveaway today until you guys all sign this up. I'm going to make this the thing today. It's free. So what I wanted, I'm telling you guys, we're gonna make it. There's perks that are coming with this. Number one is it's free for you to sign up. It doesn't cost you anything. Number two is if we get to a certain tier of signups, I'll reward this community with 50 more accounts to give away for our prop firms. This will be my prize for you guys, I promise. So, no giveaways, period, this week until we hit our quota. So I want everybody to sign up for it. Here are the reasons why. Yeah. I'll give you the reasons why. We're trying to strengthen our relationship with the Ninja Trader guys. We're going to show them how big and powerful we are as a community. In the future, as this relationship strengthens, hopefully we'll be able to get closer to their new leaders, to be able to get them to have their API open back up to the public, to convince them, we have a seat at the table now, to convince them that it's worth their time, that we're huge and they need to listen to us, and that they open their API. Now you'll be able to trade prop firms and Rocket Scooter. This is stuff we want to do, and put Rocket Scooter stuff natively inside of Trade-Of-8. These are the things we want to go towards. Obviously, this can probably happen no matter what, but we want to show them how big and cool we are. Number two is they're giving me an incentive to get people to sign up to this contest, even though it doesn't cost you anything. They're giving us something. Full disclosure. I'm going to take that something like I do with everything else, like the BDH prize, like the whatever, and fucking give it to you guys. So go sign up. I'm going to give what they give to me back to y'all. And if you sign up, even if you don't compete, you're filling up a slot to make everybody in our community have one smaller chance of, better chance of winning. Top prize is $100,000 for 1 day's of work. Starts on Monday. There's not a team. This is just using our link. You have to use our link. It's pinned in the description. Dude, it is a 1 day tournament. And like the first tournament on Monday is the qualifier. I think it's like the top 200 or 300 people get prizes and cash prizes. Even like the top, or 400, I think, get like up to $100. So even if you don't want to trade, you can go in there and just choose your contracts, YOLO long, go to work, and come back with your fingers crossed. But also next Monday is the Tradeify Grand Cup, which is the more important of the two. I guess as far as contests goes, they're both important to us. But as far as like your, just let me post it up again. As far as like you're concerned, as far as if you're actually competing, what we really care about is going into the Tradeify Cup. This is the one that's really like the big wiener shake. Show how big it is. I want y'all to whip that out. And let me give y'all the link to this really quick. I'm going to retweet it. This is a competition. Yeah, I just retweeted it. This tournament is going to be massive. It's $1 million total reward pool. $200,000 go to the top trader. Is a longer competition in Tradeify. You know, obviously the top 200 people will get a live account. Here's the thing. The prize at Daytradify is fantastic. The top 200 people will get a live trading account, literally a live account, to finish the contest. So with the Tradify Cup is amazing because they selected about like 20 of the top ambassadors, like the largest community members and whatever, to compete against each other. You sign up for that. It's $35 to sign up, or if you've ever bought a Tradify account, which most of you have, it's free. So your dashboard will have it. On your dashboard, when you go there, you can actually choose a team. It's when you go to dashboard, there's a whole section for it. The top of the section, you can choose your team. Choose us, right? You basically just assign yourself to whatever team you want to be on. The winning, like on the team that, you want to basically show off you're from here. That way, when we, all compare stats between which group is better, it's more like whose trading style is better, right? Not just like which trader is the best, but I want to see like 100 of our people just claiming all those live accounts. You know what I mean? The first part of the contest is on a sim account. If you make it to the next step, the rewards are live accounts for some people. So the first week, you're building your account, no eliminations. You get to reset up to 3 times. That's the best part. And on Sunday, I'm going to give you guys the perfect strategy on how to make it to the finals. I already got a strategy for it. Most of you guys probably know what it is, because when you can reset 3 times, oh, that changes the strategy. Week number 2 of that tournament, the bottom 30% get knocked out every day. So as long as you build a buffer in week 1, when you can reset 3 times, if you know what I'm saying, you need to make it to where you're not going to get knocked out in the bottom 30 every day, week 2. Do we understand what I'm saying, guys? You need to be in the top 20% like the first day and just stay there. Are you seeing what I'm saying? I got something in my eye. Oh God. There's something in my eye here. Okay. You see what I'm saying? All right. Let's teach you how to get there. Now, all right. So remember, with 3 resets, you can already see the cogs turning. You're not going to be fighting to not get eliminated. You're going to have a buffer safely not eliminated in the first week, right? All right. So next, second week, top 30% are cut every day until there's 200 left. Top 200. So your goal is to make it to the top 200 by the end of week 2, or in reality, to make it in the top 200 by the end of day 1, right? We know how this works. So the top 200 traders go to the finals. And the rewards are as follows. Hold on, let me load this up. First place gets $200,000. Second place gets $120,000. Third place gets $80,000. Fourth through 10th is like 60, 45, 35, 28,000, right? The top 10 people get at least 10K prize. All the way up to 400th place gets $300. So if you're in the top 400, you're gonna get $300. Every one of you better be in the top 400. I teach you how to do this. The grand champion team in general, so whoever wins the tournament, whatever team you're on, gets $25,000 worth of giveaways to give to the community. So if anybody from here wins, they're going to give me $25,000 worth of swag to give away. I'm sure it's like funded accounts and stuff. And if we bring 500 to the table, which we should, then the last person on this team competing inside of this team standing gets a $5,000 prize. Last man standing. So whoever the top placing person on our team is will get that much as well. Here's who we're competing against. Now remember, it's a solo competition, but you know, every one of these teams, we know all these people. Oh, most of them, I guess. This is who they selected from the community, right? And everybody here is trying to get people to sign up. But I want when they have these leaderboards to see Rocket Scooter all at the top. Look, like this Joker, right? This AI image of the guy that blows up Apex accounts on YouTube. Let's show how horrible his strategy is by showing how none of his people place. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't even know who that guy is, who this guy, I don't know half. Dude, it's supposed to be like the new breed of influencers. Okay, I don't know who this guy either is. Rips. Okay, Rips, Lumi, Daddy. I like these guys. I thought they canceled that guy. Who else do we got? Steph. I don't know who that is either. Who are these people? Yeah. Oh, Kane is here. Apparently competing against the cartoon, whoever that is. Nutty's there. Me, Tanya, Jay Dunn, Rake, Bugatti, and Brian. I don't know. This list got bigger since the last time. We're trading against cartoons now. Okay, well, all right. All right. All right. Well, Alyssa is cool. Oh, is Alyssa the cartoon? Who are all these people? I feel like it's like every time I turn my back, there's like 20 new names in the space. Can you join the trading competition for free? So if you've ever bought a Tradeify account, yes. If you bought a Tradeify account one time, you can enter the competition for free. It's on your dashboard to sign up. If you haven't, it's $35 to do it. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to pay $35 for a paper account to do a contest, you might as well go pay whatever it is to get an advanced account with Tradeify. Like, you just go buy the account, like a real prop account, and then get the contest. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much is let's see. How much is an advanced account? An advanced account is already $48, right? The lowest in one. So you can just pay $35 to enter the contest, or pay $48 for an actual prop account, and then a contest entry for free for $13 more. So in reality, the cheapest and most effective way to enter is just to go buy a Tradeify advanced account, the cheapest one they have. Where's PW? Where's Jade Cap? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I saw those guys on the list. The FSP is actually very spiritual and a holy man. I think he was a pastor. Oh yeah, that sounds like a very good look. Father FSP, listen. I've been in the business. I'm not saying anything about this guy, but look. People tell a lot of really good stories to win public favor. There used to be a guy that used to scam his church into a Ponzi scheme. This is a real thing. And I remember reading this a long time ago. He used to like go around his church and get people to invest. And oh, he's such a good man. Such a good thing. He's a holy man or whatever. And he was siphoning money from people. Look. I don't care if somebody's a pastor, somebody's not a pastor, somebody's whatever. You gotta be careful with what people say at their stories online. It's Wall Street. Everybody here to make money, and nobody's here to talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. They're here to bank. So, all right. But not talking shit about anybody, but I'm just saying in general. That's their story. Sounds good, but judge people based on the merits of how they trade, not what they fucking do in their life. You know, they work at a soup kitchen. You know, I'm sure Bernie Madoff occasionally gave a quarter to a homeless man. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't push for anything. Ask for it all. Yes, he does. Oh, you get on YouTube all day and subtly. Oh, listen, let me tell you. You get on YouTube all day with affiliate codes. Oh, you're, dude, it's, oh, y'all are so, bless your hearts, guys. Probably one of the biggest banking affiliates out there, guys. Ain't selling nothing. And somehow he's walking away with a paycheck as big as Pat Wieland. He told you a story of buying blow for me, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, guys, come on. They all selling something. Everybody, including me, we're all selling something. Nobody's here to do the Lord's work. Everybody's here to make a buck. All right, let's get ready to it. Market's open in 15 minutes. We are gracefully trading lower to DD band. I don't know what's going on here. Matt, I helped a local contractor redesign a superior hinge layout for fence for free, okay? Pro bono, that's right. As somebody said in chat. I've done charity work for like the last 3 weeks. All right. Speaking of, let me show you guys some pictures of the Nah, I talk smack about people's trading styles. It's not personal. It's all competitive. You want to be a good entertainer in a competitive scene if you weren't talking some friendly smack on your competition. All right, let's go. I'm friends with almost all those people too. But the new folks, I don't know who the cartoons are. These are new additions to the list. Hold on, let me show you guys. Where did I post it? Oh, all right. You want to see some before and afters? Here's some before, where they ripped everything up. We had this sort of like vertical fence right here. These are some of our plants. Can move it over to the side. Air conditioner here. Giant yard. And it's about halfway done. Okay. About halfway done. So this is the fence emergency that we had. So we're building on top of that other fence, another fence. They couldn't get the fucking doors to open. That was the problem. For Texas, your neighbor is very close. No, I live in the city, dude. So in Texas, if you live in the burbs, you can get yourself a big fat stack of yard for some land that, you know, your plots are huge. You can get 8,000, 10,000 square foot plots in the burbs, but we live in Memorial, which is like smack dab in the middle of town. Here we go. In the city. So let me show you. This is what we're doing. We have kind of this area here with the fence there. There's going to be lighting. There's going to be like planters. This really elegant lighting is going to be installed here. We've got some conduits here. A giant water fountain is going to be installed there. That's what the planters are going to look like all around the perimeter. And then we got our bougainvillea tree right here with the giant blue pot. And then on this side, we put grass on the last half so Pickle can basically go shit in a real yard. So we're going to divide this up with also some gray pavers. There's going to be like 2 strips of paver with gravel in between as a divider between the real grass and the fake grass. And she's going to put like a little picket fence or something. I don't know what she's going to do. Maybe just that. A separation. So this is like actual grass area. So I'm going to have my actual garden over here and everything. And then this little seating area is going to have like fire pits and, you know, an umbrella and, I don't know, chairs. He's designing the whole part of that. There it is. That's the project, you guys. So 3 weeks to get to that point. Dynamics, let's go. How do y'all like it? Pretty cozy, right? I wonder if I have pictures of our neighborhood. I don't want to dox my house, but let me show you what our neighborhood looks like. Okay, here we go. Let me show you because there's a picture here. This is when the neighbor has a pet monkey. Hold on. This is what, yeah, so we live in a townhome. This is what they look like. So gigantic, like tall, beautiful looking European style townhomes. Plus there's a monkey in the neighborhood, but these are what the houses look like.
I remember when you were pregnant with her. Oh my gosh. It must have been pregnant with him. Okay. How old is she? You've been here 8 years. She's 9. Okay.
So our neighbor has a monkey. She walks it around. Do I own a full building? Floor and ceiling, buddy. The whole thing. Yes, sir. But yeah, so that's what they are. They're townhomes. Now, where we live, they aren't. These are like 2 feet apart from each other. Ours actually have like maybe like 4 feet of space between them. 4 to 6 feet, I think. So where we live, it's a little bit more of a space with a lot more room. So, but that's what they look like. Nothing European like about that. No, the face, like, you know, where they have like the, what am I thinking of? Like the style. What is it like Amsterdam? Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. It's like this. Like that's the look where they're tall, skinny houses that are like stacked into each other like that. That's the look. That's what I'm talking about. Like this. With like barely a space between them. Yeah, like a little European village kind of thing. Yeah, this is what I always thought when we moved in, like that. Yeah, so anyways. All right, let's get the DD bands and MHB bands. All right, S&P, NASDAQ 26041, let's go. Right here. Gapping down, trading down. S&P is going to be CC54. Open in 9 minutes. Trade League community. Yeah, it's pretty nice. The blind monkey revealed. That's the actual monkey. Is iDoc a stay-at-home mom? It's funny. It seems like it, right? She's an eye doctor. She works, well, she was an eye doctor. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. She works for a pharmaceutical company now as an eye doctor. So they have like doctors that work for them, you know, as on their staff for, you know, doing all the drug trials and stuff with the doctors and everything. So she actually works pretty hard. She just works from home and goes out a lot. So every day she's always like, hey, I'm leaving. She's always taking out doctors and lunch and stuff. So she's not really a stay-at-home mom, but she's a stay-at-home working dog mom, but also works a lot. Yeah, the neighbor can have a monkey, but I can't have a water feature. The monkey's throwing shit everywhere. I'm telling you, I'll tell you what. All right, you know what? We're close to lower. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few longs out the door. Which, oh shit, that's not the one. What the hell? That's not the one I want to trade. I thought that one maxed out. What the F? Okay, that one. That one already. Oh, what the hell? That one was supposed to auto liquidate. That one, that's this one. That one should have. Oh, that's 563. Never mind. I'm stupid. That one's set to just make $600. Whoopsie. That's not the one I want to trade. I thought I already finished that one off. I topped that one off for the day. Still let me trade. That was weird. When you set it to close out your position automatically, it should do that. Well, all right. So if we open up and just plunge down. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is one contract, one account here. If we open up and plunge to there, I'm diving right into DD bands. I'm not really sure what's pulling this market back, except for the fact that we're just readjusting for earnings. VIX is above triple B, right? That's kind of what we're dealing with. And you have to know that this is going to create some kind of turbulence. Sensitivity to news. VVIX going through the roof again. That's not the best thing. So today could be a pretty sizable, nasty looking sell-off day. We are below yellow line. I think that we probably try to move up to here. And I think that the market is just along this trajectory to go down. Any pop, I'm going to take it barely to yellow line, and that's it. So you can see it. I don't know if you can see it like I can see it, but the market is doing this so that I can do that at some point. Now, that some point is probably going to be like a couple weeks or something, but we'll see. All right, let's let her rip. What is this one at? That's so crazy. It actually auto stopped when I made that trade. And then it let me trade it again. I don't want to do that. I thought I had moved that one out of the way. That one was already finished. All right. Do I ever spank that monkey? I haven't yet. Not that one. She's an ophthalmologist. She's an ophthalmologist. MSL squish. Ah, yes, sir. That is correct. You have kids? I have a 7-year-old. This is correct. The community is self-contained. No. The community is like... Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right. You can't imagine yourself living so close to your neighbor, dude. It's hit or miss, man. Like in our you know, in our life, I've lived in the suburbs where I've had a large plot of land, you know, like a 10,000 square foot plot of land with a house on a street, which was like fantastic. I grew up with a yard just as big, a yard so big that the neighbors, we could play football in it. And then if you want to live in the suburbs in Houston, you can get tons of land. Your house and your neighbor's house are so far away from each other. It's really nice. But if you know, want to live in the city with all the perks of the city, you know, which is kind of like, I always go back and forth, but at the end of the day, I'm probably always going to be in the city. I hate the suburbs. It drives me crazy. I don't want a house in a cul-de-sac where every other house looks the same. So this is the mix of the two. It's in the city next to all the cool stuff in the rich area of town where it's like, you know, you're not going to have homeless people sleeping on your driveway anymore like I used to at my last house, because that was in the like heart of the city and like the gentrifying area. It's a gated community with security guards, an HOA and a community pool, and it's all snobby fucking rich people. And but it's in the city, so you're not going to get land. So it's like the snootiness of the Woodlands suburbs, you know, like North Houston, where all the snotty people live. But also, it's not an hour away from the city. Kind of the best of all worlds, but they're still an HOA and they drive me fucking crazy. Memorial's right near the park. It's right by the Galleria. It's right by all the restaurants. So it's kind of like just, it's a nice area without being like, it's in the city, but it's sort of bubbled off to where it doesn't feel like it's in the city. It kind of feels like it's the burbs, which is kind of nice. Do you mean just like going out to restaurants? Well, like all of our friends live here. Yeah, like, you know, all the bars on the weekends, we go to the bars and watch football games. You know, in the suburbs, there's just nothing to do there. It's like, you know, chain restaurants and, you know, just soccer practice and soccer moms. Everyone on your street corner, you know, occasional street cul-de-sac party or something. You know, in the city, we still get like, you know, all the cool stuff, all the fun stuff that we get into. It's all nearby. Wait, so Memorial or Tanglewood? So we're actually inside the loop. And when I say Memorial, because Memorial is outside the loop, we're actually Memorial-ish. We're inside the loop, north of Memorial Park. So Memorial itself is outside of 610. So we're actually east of Memorial. So like west of the Heights, east of Memorial. All right, cool. So now what I'm looking for is to dip down to DD band, grab the, remember I just put a contract here just to have something off of here. I'm willing to hold this one all the way down to here, and I'm going to double down when I hit that bottom there. I don't know what's going on with this, but let's wait for my liquidity maps update here. Market just being chill. Yeah, so I put one contract on here just to grab at the open, just in case res was good and it's negative. So we're just going to wait and see how this manifests out. Bottom DD band is the jam if we get it. Okay. All right, thank you. Finally. S&P hedge pressure. Very cool. All right, EST setup NASDAQ. Perfect. All right, so right down here, EST NASDAQ. Let's go. Okay, let me start getting ready for this. At 041, that's a long. I've got a cluster of pivots here. Bears on top, MHP, all of that's there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. S&P is at hedge pressure now. Let me throw some S&Ps at this. Just with some of these evals first. And I know it's not the best entry, but S&P hedge pressure. On that tap. All right, let's add some more S&Ps here. If we break hedge pressure, then it's just a pretty big nasty fall. I'm gonna grab this in a handful of accounts here. I think NASDAQ is about to just plunge though. Feels like it. Oh, I'm gonna load up. Oh yeah, baby. All right, let's go. I just grabbed some S&P longs here. I like how Trump was like, we may work out a deal, then they're like, okay. Then they have the deal, market goes up, and then we just reset in earnings. That's pretty much what's going on. So this is an illiquidity pocket, hedge pressure IP, 10-point stop here up to Arby's trade. Arby's trade, we love them. Arby's trades, you had the class on it yesterday. All the way to bear zone to bull zone with the tight stop here, 73. And so when I look at this, it goes 83 to 13 is a 3-to-1 trade. Arby's trade, you guys know the drill. You had the class on it yesterday. Arby's, eat fresh. That's not Arby's. That's Subway. Arby's looks gross. Okay. Nice and tight, right on the edge. Let it bounce. Let it rip. EST every single time. NASDAQ, I'm going to add to the position right down here on the tap. Not really sure what's making this market move down like this other than Trump and old president having a meeting there. And then after night, they were just deciding they were going to shit all over the market today. Give me that big old fuck you candle. Let's overshoot that. Give me a little bit more. And again, if we crash through this, I just take the loss and I'm done. Walk away, call it a day. Let's add to that. Let's get it here. That's a pretty violent-ish sort of thing. Res is good, or at least weekly res is good. The blue line is good for the bounce, which I do like to see. That's awesome. So weekly support res good. This is a setup with the support here, weekly res. Guys, smash the like button really quick. Do me a favor. There is no giveaway today unless I see 1,000 people sign up for this Ninja Trader Arena Cup. I'm not giving away any accounts this week until we hit our quota. I want the 10,000 slots filled up with Rocket Scooter members. That means it's free to sign up. The link is pinned at the top. Everybody take a minute out of your day and go sign up. For me. It's free. There's major, crazy, massive prizes. All right, there's the EST bounce. Let's play that. What the hell's going on here? Trump deciding to like shit all over the market. Alrighty. Bum, bum, bum. Let it overshoot. Tap the cluster. right, let's get that EST bounce. Let's get a whoosh fan on the screen. Now, if this is a day where everything breaks, then I'm going to be sad. But hopefully this is the day we get to bounce. Don't break today, market. All right. That's a tough one. We're losing everything now. Damn. Okay. Overshoot and bounce. That's a tough one. Hit that level there. Ooh, we hit all those clusters, man. That's pretty dangerous. All right. Is this that day? The market just dies? Holy shit. All right. Well, this ain't going to be my favorite one. All right. Fuck this one. I'm out of that. Okie doke. Well, looks like we're market crash today. That sucks. Well, I can't explain this one, guys. Looks like we're going there faster than I thought. Oof. Okay. Let's try this one here. All right, I'm out of this. Let's wait on that. Okay. Well, all right. Not good on that. So you get back above here, I'll drive along, but that was not expected. Let's get back at least above here. Fingers are crossed. That's not good. Okay, so when we get back above the reclaim, I'll jump back in on the long. Blah. So this will be my first losing day probably this month, or this 2-month streak. Dang. Not happy about that. All right, so let's wait and see what happens. Well, that Nasdaq got nuts there. Okay, let's get back over to DD band and jump back in on the long. Other than that, no trade down here except for long, strong pivots only. Bro, that's crazy. All right, hold on one second. Overshooting that 40 points is about the limit that I usually have. So right here, it's pretty much dead in the water. This is kind of a crazy little day here. S&P has about like 10 more points to go. You'll see how that pans down a little bit. No trades yet right now. Took a loss on that. So I'm going to wait. And if we reclaim, I'll get back on the long side, which should be good. Bum, 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 bum. Of all days, man, this day's getting pretty gnarly. So we were selling really hard overnight like that. Now this day, this is just crazy. Not really sure what to say about this one. Irrational, market's going nuts. Don't bag hold on this. Anything below DD band is automatic small trades only, strong pivots. I could take bull zone bottom if I wanted to with the small trade a second time, which I probably could. Let me get up another Dom. I don't want to trade that one either. Let me do this one here. All right, this one, I'll do this one here. All right. Load up with some evals if we do the reclaim. Until then, just sit out and chill. I've closed everything out, it's waiting. Reclaim is just if we get back above DD band, that's it. Or if I tap bull zone, I'll grab it with the small long. That's it. Dang, I was not expecting that to break. Okay, so interesting. Probably one final flush and go, but what I do want to see is close to bull zone and DD. I'll jump right back in on the long side here. Let's get prepped for this one. S&P. All right. Probably not done selling yet. We get a little exhaustion here and tap and overshoot these pivots. That one was tough. Probably should have hit it as hard as I did. On that one account. Well, this is gonna be a day we get to work our way out. Days like this get fun. Normally you don't smash through that whole cluster of pivots. That was pretty brutal, so it's not done selling. I'm gonna wait and see how this one pans out. S&P has the DD band cluster down here at the bottom. This is the S&P's cluster. Starting to consolidate at an undershoot. Let's wait until we get that little pivot there. Then we let to like one more red candle. All right, now let's see where we go from here. This is pretty good. That's been a lot of weird selling pressure out the door. I don't know what caused the reversal overnight, because Trump was saying that they were meeting and then they were he left the meeting. That was the thing. When they left the meeting, there was this whole like, we could have signatures next week, yada yada. Does like market just not trust it or what? Thank you for blocking whoever was spamming the chat. How come these crypto trading 10 lemon, giant lemon, mango, giant, like say, why do people that trade and talk about crypto sound like they had a stroke while they're talking about it? Like, am I like just like the boomer in the house that doesn't understand what half that shit means? Give me a second. Let me eat my breakfast while I wait for this to its thing. This isn't done selling yet. Uncertainty on next rate cut is also a big part of it, yeah. I'm gonna have breakfast real quick. Everybody sign up for the Ninja Trader contest. It's up at the top. If we get 1,000 signups, which we need to do, we'll do the giveaways. No giveaways until we hit our quota. So all week. It's free to enter. So everybody go sign up. Even if you're not going to compete, at least go sign up. Do that for me. Let's get back in on that reclaim. Let her ride. Get back up above that bear zone. Band reclaim, let's go. Let's just have a V-shaped move. That would be excellent. Survive this to move to there. Boy, this was a headache and a half this morning. Like I told you guys earlier, I took the loss, waited for it, got back in on the reclaim. Let's let it test around. As long as it holds, let's get that full run Arby's sandwich. That's what I want to see. That's going to be tough. This was tough, but hopefully we're good. I burned my tongue on my coffee this morning. Hate when that happens. All right, keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Bounce up that DD band. That's the one I want to see. Market's going to fight around here. Let's get that move. I would be extremely happy to see this back over here. We open now today, guys. We open in bull zone, so probability is really high we get back to bull zone. DD ratio is pretty good. Resilience picking up. Is this a dip to buy for stocks? Let her rip. Fuck yeah, let's go. Back in, back in, back in. Come on, let's go. Days like that just kind of give me a little mini heart attack. Come on, hit that pocket. Go always 120, 120. Let's go. Let's see it. World record, baby. Let's do it. Hold on. I'll update y'all in a second. Let me manage these trades here. Hold on. This is kind of a nail biter. That's like the low of the day. Hopefully so. I hope so. Now we'll see though. IPs can be a little violent, so that was just a good little run here. Now we're back at the open. Resilience is negative. Technically speaking, I should be taking some profit here. I only had 2 though. We are LP on Nasdaq, which is good. Should at least ride back up the bull zone and be fine there. Oh shit, I forgot to. Oh, oopsie. Sorry guys, managing my positions here. Oops. Making money. Ooh, I love making money. Reclaim trade. LP Arby's banned. Let's go. 92. Kept going. 15. Keep going. Keep going. Up to the top. 3-1. Let's roll it. Am I gonna have 100K day today? Let's do it. Hold on. Fucking go. And we're done. And we're done. And we're done. Hold on. Let me take the profit on Nasdaq's. The Nasdaq's I'm done. Hold on. Okay. Flattened out, at least for now. I flattened out early, just for now. Holy jeez, that was good. Okay. One casualty. That's it. Just one. Oh my God, I'm holding my breath. Fucking A. Just one, baby. Just the one you saw on the screen, the 4,000 loss, and I rotating the other ones. Oh my God. Breath is held. I can hold all the way to the top. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that was tough. One casualty. My 4,000 was done. That's it. Only that one. That first one. All right, I need a break. Now, granted on Nasdaq, S&P could still go up to bull zone. All right, I closed out of pocket. Resilience is still negative. That's why I closed on Nasdaq. S&P 615 can still go. I'm gonna wait for it to develop a little bit better. Bro, that first trade sucked. That last one was good though. Like, stopped, took the stop, got out, got the reclaim. The reclaim. Did we talk about that yesterday in boot camp? Right? Oh boy. All right, this is gonna be good, man. I feel like we have good long trades all day about this one. Okay, now again, let's wait. Arby's trade, IP will go all the way up to 69.15. I just wussed out because res was negative, so. All right, sorry about that. I'm fully flat. I always update the picture as soon as I fully flatten out. So, somebody asked why are my trades not on the screen? This is just, I have to move everything on the screen and take a cap of it for y'all.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I caught the dip again. I thought it was the low. It was just another wick. Saw it on the 5-minute, heart skipped a beat. Formed a little hammer, looked kinda neat. No confirmation, no real bias, but I hit long. Now I'm red in the face. Star moon was thin, tape was slow, but something inside said, bro, just go. 20 handles later, it dumped on me. Should have waited for the MHP. Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous. We buy the blood and pray it's bottomish. You and I.
This is great. Dude, what a lucky fucking day. Arby's trade fully pop out. Bull zone tap right at the tip of the arrow. In the day. Let it simmer. That's it. Bear zone, bull zone, bear zone, bull zone. You guys had the class on this yesterday. We'll talk about the reclaim trade, all the pieces of it. This is it. This is it. Let the noobs figure out what they're gonna do from here. That's it. This is the trade. The liquidation pings. Bing! From Tradeovate when you get liquidated. We know that sound. Both my resilience charts for Nasdaq. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Weird. Thanks, bud. I was messing with the settings. Okay, so let me explain what I did really quick after the song is done playing. Reclaim trade is, again, when the first play EST, we had EST class yesterday. Sometimes you're going to take some heat, but the goal is to survive. The statistics should carry you, right? When you're learning to trade statistical trading. Now, bull zone bottom is a second possible entry on NASDAQ, which is pretty cool. Don't want to risk more. You could.
The dip. Again.
Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous. Okay, let me tell you guys what I did. All right. Hold you, bro. I got you, Levi, man. I got you, man. I'll hold you. Okay, let me explain to you what I did. Okay. So this is today's setup. Boot campers. Wasn't this exactly the setup we talked about in the boot camp yesterday? Are there teams in Ninja Contest? No, there's not. No. Oh, what's the LM right now? My bad. My bad. Sorry. BLU. So for now, look, we're going to let this simmer. Nothing right now. This was the trade, probably the trade of the day. Everything else here is sort of like you have EST every single time right now. S&P, it looks like it is kind of supporting. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could still make money in this one. No, these all maxed out. Max, max, max. Oh, what? Oh, shit. I forgot to change. That shouldn't be 27. That should be 17. I gotta lose money in that one. All right, hold on. I'll worry about it later. So these are all maxed out. I'm not gonna trade this one anymore. These are all done here. These are good. I can still work on some of these. So my funded ones are up 18, 15, and 13, and 16. Oh, they're out of order. So my funded ones are up 33 plus 3. So 36,000 in my world record balance. And then some of these other ones are the new evals. Your res is positive. Yeah, it's definitely positive now in S&P. So this is good for the full, we call it the full Arby trade, go all the way up to bull zone. There's one more particular setup we can do. Now let me just explain to you how this works. All right. Didn't we have the class today on this exact thing? Okay. Market falls. We have a cluster of pivots. This is a 90, an 80, and a 90 all on top of each other. Res is supporting. Weekly res is supporting. DD band is supporting. A cluster. This is strong as shit. Okay. So the first trade I took was to long there, and it fell through all of this. And then I stopped. When it reclaimed the area, I jumped back in on the long and took the trade with the same amount of trade I took. Whatever position size I had, I got right back into it. No fear. It broke, it reclaimed, I got in, closed out. S&P broke, reclaimed, I jumped back in. I didn't wait for the retest. When you lose a bull pivot that you should be holding, you're not waiting for the retest. That's different. Here, you're blasting into bull territory. That's different. You're going to wait for the retest. That's a new frontier. That's a new bull zone. If you start above here and you lose it and you come back to it, the reclaim is when you touch it, you chase at it. So the reclaim is how you grab a failed pivot when it overshoots on volatility and you take a stop. That's exactly what I did today. Whoosh fan on the screen. Everything was pretty solid and kosher. Woo! I thought today was going to be my first big losing day. I was really scared because when you lose DD band, the market is extremely irrational. We always talk about that. So what I did was I took my stops and I was like, man, that's crazy. Bounce, 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 and then went. I jumped in, and everything you see when y'all saw me get quiet over here, I was in the process of like longing pretty much everything I've got. Left 3 on the table, which is what I tell you guys at A+ pivots, right? Part of what I teach y'all is that I still don't trade everything, right? In A+ pivots, I trade everything but a couple of accounts. I still leave a couple of them flat. I never go all in, even when I'm very confident. Here I was extremely confident, so that's why I traded everything again. on the way down, I was trading most things. I didn't have enough time to get in everything because it was falling so quick, which was kind of nice. It actually prevented me from taking too much of a loss. So I got in probably about half of my accounts and they started failing, and then I closed out, then I waited, and then piled right back into everything but 3. What was your reentry price on NASDAQ? Pretty much like right here at 12. As soon as we passed through DD band and we're supporting there, I was pumping longs. I was like long. I long as fast as I could. My exits are the best. Thank you. So today, Arby's trade, we always call it, or it's called the zone combination trade. People call it the Arby's or the sandwich. That's kind of the clue. This exact setup, we have a handout on it. Boot campers, was yesterday's class helpful to you? These setups don't happen all the time, but they're so good. People started calling it the Arby's trade. They made a song about it. Find another Arby's trade. Matt fucks around and makes 10K. Yeah, look. This one right here. All right, boot campers. All right, do y'all see this? Hold on. Everybody here who made a song? Mike Coxsmalls made a song. Mike Coxsmall. Do you guys know Mike Coxsmall? Did y'all know that? Y'all know him? Yeah. Say what? You do know? Well, of course you know now. Y'all know Mike Coxsmall, right? I thought everybody knows Mike Coxsmall. Well, is he bend over? He's bend over his cousin, yeah. All right. Okay, zone combination sandwich. We had the lesson on this yesterday. Why is it zooming in like between 0 and 1,000? Can we get like, there we go. Okay, let's just do this. All right. So class, can I get some W's in chat if you guys liked yesterday's lesson and this was helpful to you on attacking today? You're hung like a chipmunk. Oh yeah. Was this helpful to y'all? Okay. Bull zone bottom with DD band greater than half is an every single time trade, right? I teach that one is one of my favorite setups. EST trades are trades that no matter what the confluence is, I got a setup for. DD band every single time, monthly hedge every single time, bear zone top every single time, and bull zone bottom every single time. I just trade smaller when the confluence is against me. These are statistical 90%ers. And you had 3 of them stacked on top of each other. Okay. So the combination of really strong confluence means I need to take the long here at this cluster every time. And even if it fails, when it attacks, I jump back in. Now, I can't give you guys investment advice, but in the past, did somebody make a trade today and stop out, and then when it reclaimed, you reattacked? This actually was the lesson today when we talk about EST reclaims, right? How many people traded on the reclaim after a loss? Okay. The most important lesson in trading is exactly that, as far as managing losses. If you took a loss and it didn't freak you out and you stuck to your guns and you still traded, you're learning trading, okay? And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Now, I can't give you guys investment advice, right? I didn't tell you guys to make trades. You guys make trades on your own. We teach these principles, right? If your strong pivots fail, never go back to it and say, well, I'm scared. I don't want to do it. I jumped right back in and I was down probably 30 grand, 20 grand, and I popped it right back up to green and now I'm flat. Most of your trading is going to be how you manage loss and how you continue to trade. If you guys did that, you're learning that sort of confidence, that style, and you didn't blow up the first time, which means your position size was small enough. And then when the market reclaimed the position, you're still ready to go and then you turned ahead. Okay. The confluence is, Waldo, everything in our platform is 100% automated, with the exception of a couple of overnight pivots. So I lost one account in the whole ordeal. This one didn't make, well, that was, my hit my limit. I can't, you know, it's not perfect, but I had a casualty too. It happens. Okay, so the EST every single time means I trade in an illiquidity pocket and in a liquidity pocket each time. Bear zone top by long. Hold on. I don't know who's calling me. Hold on. Okay, so EST right here. Sorry, I was on the phone. So what every single time trade is basically something that under ideal conditions, which you do have, should hold 90% of the time by the end of the day. 90, 92, 90, and 90. So when you put them together, bear zone top sandwiched between two bull zone bottoms, we found out over time, you take the bull zone EST and the bear zone EST when DD is greater than half, and I trade all the way through from zone to zone. ETF, DTF is 50% off. Hold the phone. Let me double check this. Okay, DTF is 50% off, guys. What? Okay, let me get that really quick. That sale today. 50% off promo on yeah. Wow, okay. So ETF direct to funded is 50% off. On top of the 70% off everything else. Ends on Friday. Okay. All right. Well, let's put that really quick. And before I give you guys the rest of the lesson, got a couple more good trade ideas coming up today. Don't tune out. And everybody sign up for the Ninja Trader competition, please. We get perks for it, and I'm going to give those perks back to you guys, just like I'm giving y'all the $10,000 that Pat's given me. Oh, they reached out last night, by the way. I don't want to, you know, he's going through a lot of stuff. He went to vacation. I didn't want to bother him. And finally they reached out to me. They were like, hey, we asked to pay you. What's your email? I was like, oh, here it is. So I went ahead and bought you guys, you know, 200 My Funded Futures scale accounts with that 10 grand. I got a deal from My Funded Futures for it. So I'm finally collecting my money from BDH. I don't want to bother him. So now I'm finally, he went, we were supposed to reach out to them, but you guys know me. I just, man went on vacation. He was having a good time. Last thing I'm going to do is go jump in the middle of it. And then all of a sudden things are getting hot with that lawsuit stuff. I don't want to bother him. You know what I mean? I figured they'll reach out when they want to take care of it. They were like, we were kind of expecting to hear from you. I was like, oh, I just didn't want to. I'm in no hurry. Y'all, I trust you guys. But I'm going to go to BDH probably around the holidays if I can get some time. I got 3 trading competitions next week. So that, and then immediately after that's the holidays. This construction project, this was the time I was supposed to go. 3 weeks to do the damn fence. But anyways, whatever. If Slacks gets his bonus, he will. His next paycheck, he's going to get a big old holiday bonus. The PW and Top Step settle? No, sir. Not yet. Okay, look. So bull zone, bear zone, bull zone, it goes all the way through. It's the one exception. You ignore the bear zone in the middle when you are in a bull zone to bull zone pinch. Okay. So when the bull zone is in the middle, you exit. When you're breaking into new bull territory, you wait for the retest, then you go. So it's bull to bull, ignore the bear. Ready? Bull to bull, ignore the bear. You see how it went right up to bull zone, and that's the exit target when I exited? All right, so how do you guys feel about the exit target? By the way, did I do good on the exit target and flatten out at exactly the right spot? Right? It's almost like we got trading down to like a actionable science a little bit, right? So bull zone, bear zone, bull zone, as Mike and everybody calls this the Arby's trade, because that's just what pitting 2 of our inside jokes together. This is a bear zone sandwich. And then of course I say Arby's. I don't eat there because the pictures of Arby's sandwiches look weird. They look like flaps of human skin. Skin flap sandwich. They look very anatomically correct. Of the female anatomy type. They fluff up that meat so fluffy that it's not realistic looking. I probably taste pretty damn good too, but I look at the picture and it gives me the willies. Hey, what's up, Harry? What's up, man? Their fries are good though. I don't even think there's an Arby's anywhere near me. But I made a joke. I was like, you know, is Arby's hiding hidden sexual subjective, listen, images to intitulate the soul? Like, this is what I'm trying to say. And this was the joke I made. And this is why everybody always makes fun of me in Arby's. It's like, you know, if you turn your head sideways. Well, it's like when you get your burger, it's not like 9 inches tall like here. And you turn your head this way, it kind of intitillates a little bit. Yeah. So I was like, is Arby's just trying to like subconsciously bring people to the party? That's what I thought. I was like, they fluffed that beef up way too much. The people that take the pictures, you know, I get, they make a Big Mac, they put toothpicks in there to sort of like make it like an inch taller. Somehow in the Arby's picture, they decide to make the Arby's sandwich like 9 extra inches tall. So the extra folds and beautiful anatomically correct curves of skin flaps in there, slightly suggestive, right? And I was making a joke about it one day, and then so people started like trolling me with the Arby's stuff. And then so the bull zone, bear zone, bull zone, or we call it the zone combination. So people go the bear zone sandwich, and then they started calling it the Arby's trade. So that's the history of the joke. But Arby's trade is the joke. But really what it is, it's an ignorable bear zone sandwich between 2 bull zones. With the DD ratio greater than half, the market is going to seek a bull zone. One of the 2. This one or this one. It's not going to be comfortable sitting in this bear zone. So the thing is that what I do is I bet going from zone to zone every time as it tries to test through this liquid, extremely illiquid. So illiquid means volatile. So from bull zone to bear zone is called an IP. It's illiquid, it's volatile, which explains exactly what we saw. Big dips, right? But the LP was pretty stable. So what we looked for is IP to LP, because liquid markets don't crash. So when you hit the liquid pocket, it continues to test the bull zone and we get out. Arby's trade is zone to zone, get out exactly at the tap. And that was perfect exit. Oh my God, this is like textbook. Now the bounce could have been cleaner, but hey, we overshot, we undershot, I got back in, closed out when I needed to. NASDAQ, I closed out at the pocket. S&P, that was the pocket as well, same spot. And now I'm flat. And a lot of people, like I said, and I go, I'm going to get out, and this is where the newbies are going to trade. My trading day could be over from now. Now I'm out. Now the market's pulling back a little bit. How cool was that? The Arby's and the horsey sauce dripping out. Blah, blah. I have a hell of an imagination. I know, right? It all started when IDOC and I were driving, and like we saw a sign from Arby's, and I remember telling her, I was like, doesn't that sign look weird to you? I was like turning her head to the side, and she goes, oh, she's like, whoa, I never saw that. I'm like, I don't know, that's just my dude. I'm just weird. I know. I don't know why y'all hang out with me. I'm that weird guy that says cringy shit like that, like at the dinner table, and everybody just looks at you, and I'm like entertaining myself. Dude, I'm just being goofy about it. I love roast beef sandwiches. They're so good. I love roast beef. So good. All right, retest yellow line, move up. Yeah, this is a second entry on NASDAQ for liquidity pocket part 2. Now the question becomes, do I want to risk it? I'm gonna take in some of these evals. Part 2 in a second. Let's see. Now if we break through second time and it breaks my heart, and I'm done. I got these 3 evals I haven't touched. Let's grab them on NQ. Come on, grab it. Second time, just on the evals. These things can be total wastes. These are evals, I don't care. Second time. Read. Two evals. I'll do 2 contracts, one of my big accounts, and that's it. I'm a little gun shy after this move. I just grabbed 2 NASDAQ accounts across the board, 2 NASDAQs and 4 accounts. That's it. That's it. Right here. Trying to attack liquidity pockets second time EST. One of my big accounts, I just grabbed 2. And then the rest of the evals I grabbed 2. So those are all up about $600-700 bucks each right now. Easy peasy. Let her rip. Ooh, 1,000 each, 1,500 each. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No red. No red. Don't break our heart today. It's about that time. No red candle. No. Don't tease me like that. Don't tease me like that. LP second time. The uncertainty about the December rate cut is likely where the selling pressure is coming from. So on the NinjaTrader Cup, you just need to sign up using our link. No, I don't want to see red. No. No crashy today. No. Resilience is good. Red S&P support. Oh, this is good for a second run. Let me hit this trade again. Come on. No red today. No red today. Is this market really trying to sell off today? No way this fucking market's gonna try to crash today. No, not into earnings, dude. No, it's gotta save. It's gotta hold for earnings. Hell yeah. Hang in there, baby. No way it's gonna crash in earnings, man. It's gotta hold. It's gotta hold. I mean, that's how I feel. We're gonna trade a second time in a row. All right, I bought the dip in one more of my big accounts. Just 2 and 4. And scalp at the pocket. Come on. The volatility is a little scary though, man. VIX above triple B is gonna make it move a lot. No more red candles. Just give me that bump to pocket one more time. One more time. Come on. S&P res positive. We are at S&P open. That's really good to support a gap fill trade now. Hopefully so. Pocket second time NASDAQ. If this is a gimme trade, I'm excited about it. NASDAQ res is still negative, but whatever. Come on, NASDAQ. Give us some love today, baby. Give the world record. Let's pad that account. World record, let's go. The hardest part is to wait, man. Waiting's the hardest part. And we could just get a big red fuck you candle out of nowhere that just sweeps the floor again. I know. Man, I'm not... The setup is good, but I'm not liking the volatility structure. Wall Street is freaked out. Powell's comments yesterday. No. Oh, this can get bad if we break it a second time. Say fuck you to this trade. Hang in there. Second time. Hang in there. Boy, that's getting pretty scary at this point. The way that it's just inching its way lower. I don't like that it's building this way. Second time, come on, second time. Bloody hell. It was looking pretty good. Don't crash in earnings. No way, no way we crash in earnings. Not even close. Hey, if I'm wrong though, at least I'm wrong from the right place. S&P, dude, to there. That's it. That's the trade. That's what I want to see. Nasdaq is decent. DD ratio good. Everything's solid here. S&P positive res and below the box. I'd be very surprised if this market crashes in earnings season. I don't think we're going to rally too high though, but it's very possible we at least fill the gap. kind of nervous about this one, but I'm okay.
Shifting through each zone, no resilience inside. Vision starts to blur, lost in this endless fight. Lack of direction, ready for the fall.
Those buy programs kick back on.
Breaking down the wall. Maybe I'm wrong.
This is actually starting to freak me out a little bit. This structure is weird. Oh man.
Refuse to chase. Maybe I'm wrong, but I have to take
Like the VIX structure, weird. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Like that the floor can fall out pretty quick. I'm keeping my risk like not in a lot of the accounts. I'm just trading these evals and then two of my big ones. That's it. So VIX above 18.6 VIX futures is going to cause a little bit of extra volatility and sensitivity. I want to see it scrape off this bottom right here, 2610. I mean, that's the level, right? It's the you guys know what happens when you break through yellow line. It gets pretty gnarly. I would be extremely happy for us to get back up on the par here. So I would like to see the 210 would be kind of nice. Every time. NQ dips below 2610, 2600, 26,000 again. Not until earnings. It's very possible that we're moving down, pricing in some of this. You know, maybe we don't get a rate cut in December. Maybe that's the reaction day. But also, you know, earnings would be what kicks it over. These are some really strong levels right now. I think it'll take a little bit of power to really push it lower. Now, if today's the day it just tops over, then yeah, but this market is sort of like it's showing some pretty nasty signs of topping out. 2 months in a row, VIX triple B break, not the best sign for like a big giant fast moving bull market rally. Okay, got to get the good lucky whoosh fan. All right. All right. All right, got the lucky headband on. The whoosh fan song, the whoosh fan on the screen. And my finger on the close button. I'm gonna close in a moment's notice. My risk right now is in 3 evals. Right here, these are evals, so I don't care if I blow them up, don't care. Small positions in 2 of my big accounts, that's it. Not full porting a 10 thing. I got 2 in one and 4 in the other. All right. This price action's starting to give me the willies here. What's it doing to your willy? Oh, a lot. Trump stand bet. Yeah, don't get out of bed, Grandpa. Stay there. Same setup. I'm gonna have stop loss 40 points under green line, which is gonna be about 25.070. Basically where the last earlier low was this morning. If not, this is Arby's trade part 2. The same thing again. Resilience is slightly improved since the last bounce. Now, but here at half gap, it was better. Now it's slightly worse, but it's still greater than 0 for S&P to keep running up. I'll take that pocket one more time. EST, EST, EST. Hang in there. Nasdaq, though, is really the bad one, though. Nasdaq is kind of... Again, let me put my mouse over the close button. The floor just drops out. I need to get out pretty quick. VIX above triple B means the floor can drop out any moment. Like, the market is so sensitive to anything right now. Okay, finally my positions are green. Greenish. There's some bigger green on the board. I got excited with this candle. It's a legend of... All right, I gotta take a leak. I'll be back. See, I wash my hands. Told y'all. All right. You know, technically speaking, you should wash your hands before you go to the bathroom if you're a dude. And after. Because your hands are dirtier than your junk. That's where all the germs are, on your hands, not on your junk. All right, let's go. All right. This is where the germs are. You should probably protect your junk from the germs, right? Way too fast. Dude, I have this whole technique, man. Like, as soon as I turn the door, I'm unsheathing the sword. And I've got my sword in my hand as I'm walking up. I'm spraying from 10 feet away, aiming at the toilet. By the time I reach the toilet, I'm already flushing it. That's technique that you can't learn in school. I'm in and out quick. It's like the most impressive thing you've ever seen. Okay, so I don't really very much appreciate this price action the way that it is. Nasdaq's starting to take a little bit of a bump on res. So we're losing a couple of stocks here in the tech side, but hopefully it should be okay. Consolidating a DD band is good. The problem is that resilience is still not great on Nasdaq. It's good in S&P. Is that the open interest model? The orange one? That's the orange one from last night, yeah. That's the open trade method. Have I considered going pro in speedy bathroom runs? I thought about it. Yeah, I really could compete. Dude, I'm like in and out like as quick as possible. I could easily say I'm probably top 20 in the world in speedy peeing. I bet you I could compete. When there's a will, there's a way. You know, in a speedy pee competition, there's some guy with a fucking genetically abnormal urethra. You know, like I've seen the video of the guy that's like, can you out chug a beer with me? I'll give you $20. And he just swallows the beer in one pour. Like people are like chugging a beer, clunk, clunk, clunk. This guy goes, and then the beer goes down like he's abnormally like superhuman down there. There's a guy with a urethra the size of fucking garden hose. He just walks in the bathroom and dumps the water. He doesn't even spray it, just dumps. We're not gonna be able to beat that guy. Wait, you can do the beer thing? How do you do that, dude? Like, I've seen people do this, but how do you swallow an entire beer in one gulp? Like, I had to chug a beer one time at this. I went to see this thing called Drunk Shakespeare. If your city has it, it's fucking hilarious. You got to go see it. It's great. They do like, basically they get hammered and they do a Shakespeare play, and then it's like comedy version of it. It's like raunchy and whatever. So they pulled me from the audience. I had to race chugging a beer with one of the cast members on the stage. And she was doing a back bend and drinking it through a straw, and I had to just chug it like normal, but they gave it to me warm. So I had to chug a warm beer. I was all ready to throw up. That warm beer, it was so foamy, and you could just feel the carbonation because it was warm. Ugh. Not even cold, man. It's like sword swallowing, just open your throat. Don't gulp, relax your throat like you are when you swallow while chewing without gulping. This is like a whole technique to it. Shake your spear like a Shakespeare. I was getting excited seeing some green candles here. It's getting a little choppy. There's some stock right on the edge of monthly of hedge pressure. Something's fighting, and I don't know which one it is. Let's take a look. One of the bigs, because it's in both S&P and NASDAQ. Maybe it's, let's check NVIDIA. Who is it? It is NVIDIA. My first guess. NVIDIA throwing a bone to resilience today. So basically, today's market on NASDAQ is going to be NVIDIA. I'm disliking this trade already. Get that DD band bounce though. Come on, somebody, y'all want to? Come on, Wall Street, buy NVIDIA. You know you want to. Come on, Wall Street. Come on, guys, buy NVIDIA. Buy it up. You're messing up my resilience. Resilience is very sensitive because it's market cap weighted. So you see when NVIDIA is breaking hedge pressure, up, down, up, down, up, down. Resilience is up, down, up, down, up, down. It's very sensitive to high market cap stocks, just like the same weighing of the index. Noob Divadik said he's seen his Indian uncles drinking a full bottle of 40 ABV whiskey in one go. Bro, now that's next level crazy. That's dang. I saw a video of some weird guy drinking like 50 gallons, that was like 10 gallons of cooking oil or something. And he put it in a fish tank and he was eating it 1 teaspoon at a time for views. I swear to God, like, this is what the Darwin Awards were created for. These kids will do the dumbest shit for views online, like just eating oil. Okay. I don't like this low consolidation. For me, I want to see movement. Now, I'm not going to wuss out or anything. I'm going to hold on to it and take a full stop on this, but I don't like low consolidation off of these strong pivots and pretending to sell off here. Let's get some green. 6,900 psych level on S&P is where we are. 26,000 psych level. NASDAQ. Cluster A plus pivots looking solid there. And hopefully NVIDIA does not shit the bed today. I'd like to see this with the S&P looking good. So NVIDIA is somehow surviving, which is good. Whoosh fan on the screen. Little gentle hedging pressure, DD band, really strong support. See how it's trying to fight with the support we want, but it's not necessarily getting that momentum. Tide Pod challenge, right? When kids were eating laundry soap during COVID, you had like 1 month it was like, let me show you the way, right? And then the next month it was like, I'm eating Tide Pods. Like the trends were so funny, then weird, then dangerous, and I don't know. COVID, people got really weird. Y'all remember Show Me the Way, Knuckles? That was really funny. And then the kids were eating Tide Pods. Yeah. I think it was supposed to be ironic. You know, the whole joke was ironic. And then people were actually doing it because people are fucking stupid. And then the cinnamon spoon challenge. Yeah, you know, like I feel like we're devolving to like, hey guys, here's my jump in front of a moving car on the freeway challenge. Ready? Let's go. I only get one shot at doing this. It was nice knowing you. You're real G. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. The toilet paper. LOL. Yeah, the toilet paper and COVID. The weird shit we went through during COVID. Or licking ice cream lids. I saw that and that made me absolutely disgusted, man. Yeah. I grab my ice cream from the back now. You know what I'm saying? Kids died from that. Yeah, Tide Pod. They had killed a kid or something, right? Whatever happened to good old-fashioned planking? Come on, when the internet was just harmless. Hey, look at me. I'm planking somewhere. You know what I mean? Back when the internet was wholesome. Y'all remember planking? Or what was the one where everybody would like freeze and the camera would pan around and everybody's like posing like it's like a real life still photo? We used to do harmless things with the internet. Things that were wholesome. What did y'all do to it? What'd y'all do to my internet? Bring back natural selection. Planking in the Harlem Shake. Yeah, the Harlem Shake. Y'all remember that? Makes me want to watch the original video. Harlem Shake. That was when it was great. That was when the internet was nice. All right, let's get. Oh, there's my trades taken off. Really nice, really nice. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Universe was like, we felt bad for people that forgot and missed the first Arby's trade. Let's give you a second one in a row because we love you guys at Rock Schooner. It's like, this couldn't have been any more textbook. Hey, did you miss the first Arby's trade? That's okay, because you had the lesson yesterday. Old man in the sky was like, we'll give you another one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my dude. Let's trim that down to a little runner and you down to a runner. And you guys, I'll let y'all ride till completion because y'all are evals. Actually, any more straightforward than this, you know. Raz is good on S&P, looking solid. Back to bull zone one more time. One more time, one more time. EST means do it every single time. I'm kind of okay with this. I'm gonna take the profit on that instead of going all the way to the end. It's stalling. Why the hell not? Okay, let's close it out. Why not? Usually I go all the way till the end. I'm not gonna be greedy to go for the other, you know, 10 or 20 points here. I don't like that it went up, went up, went up, went up and is stalling. And of course, half gap again. Raz is negative. I'm kind of making a judgment call here to close a little early. I didn't care about the remaining 3 points. We don't have really strong bull signals across the board. So I'm going to be in this like take what I can get mentality. All right, let's add it up. Bump, 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 bump. Just one casualty today, but that's okay. It happens. Boy, oh boy. All right. Lucky bandana off. You guys are welcome. I love when you have the class on the thing and then you get the thing the next day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do me a favor. We'll do our giveaway in a second, but I want everybody to do this in the meantime. We haven't hit our quota yet, so got a little disappointed. I need you to do me a favor. Everybody in this community needs to sign up for the Ninja Trader Challenge. Everybody. The only reason I closed out early is because we don't have strongest bull signals with Nasdaq still being wonky. I took out early. Well, that was a smart idea. Now you're getting the trade one more time. This is the third time. Hey, William, what's up, dude? Appreciate that. All right, so everybody sign up for the Ninja Trader competition right now. The link is pinned at the top of this chat. I'll type it in stream one more time. They're going to give us incentive perks for bringing and filling up the roster because they want to fill it up. It is free. It costs you nothing, and we get a prize if we bring people in. Also, we're trying to show them how big and how cool we are because we're trying to get a better relationship with this company. Here's the link. Just click the link. Just sign up. It starts on Monday. It's a one-day contest. You can win $100,000 if you win. It takes 1 day on the qualifier and 1 day on the finals. 2 days of your life. It costs you zero, literally zero, to enter. I told them I'd bring them 1,000 people this week to sign up. So everybody sign up, sign up, sign up. Even if you don't want to compete, I don't care. You sign up. At least it fills the slot up so that our guys have one slot better of a chance of winning. One of you better take that $100,000 prize. Click the link and then go to log in. The competition disappears. You already did the first one. That's okay if you did the first one. That's fine. Arby's is a phonetic iteration of the Rafael brothers. Arby's. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. It's okay. You don't have to link to Rocket Scooter. You're not. It does. The link is like an affiliate sort of links thing. It tracks it. It already knows that you came from here. Just click the link and sign up. That's all you need to do. How close am I? What's up, Dom? How close am I into what? RDs. D's what? 52. Bro, I've had, since my birthday, I've had 40 and 50K days since my birthday. It's been an incredible run. I'm currently the world record holder at Funded Next largest potential payout. All I got to do is make it to day 30 to realize it. But I don't just want to get the world record. I'm going to keep rolling the dice. I want to make it so big nobody else will beat me. How did you know you're on your team? Okay, let me explain. You click that link and sign up is all you need to do. That's how they know. The link has Rocket Scooter in it. There's no team for the Ninja Trader competition. The team is for Tradeify. Don't get the two confused. It's just how many people we can bring to the table. We're showing them that we're a large, powerful community. And ultimately, here's what we get out of it. They're giving us incentive prizes for bringing people to the competition. Those incentive prizes, I will return to you in the form of giveaway accounts. I will use whatever they give me and turn around and buy prop accounts for you guys and give it to you for clicking the button. The more you click the button, the more shit you guys will all get. I promise. Now, number two is I'm going to show them that we're big and they need to listen to us. And then I'm going to ask them to have meetings with us on the tech side as we get a better relationship with these guys because they're going to sponsor our stream. Tradeivate will. Ninja Prop. Like they did with Pat and a couple of the biggest communities out there. We're going to have a better relationship with them, which means perks for me and you and all of us in this community. And hopefully we can get it to where they can have their API open where you can trade your prop accounts in Rocket Scooter, bring your prop data feeds inside of Rocket Scooter, save you that data feed. I mean, all kind of great things can come out of that relationship. So I want to show off how good it is. Y'all do me a favor. If you're already registered, then you're already registered. That's it. It's a good spotlight for us, I would feel like. Yeah. And 9128 out of 100,000. Yeah, let's fill it up. Let's get it to 10,000, like everybody. You're sensing a big red candle. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. And I'm going to tell you guys, the fact that we're losing momentum in this pocket, it can go every single time. Every single time is worth the trade. So I'm not liking the way that it feels, but I'm not fearing the market. It's still decent enough. So don't forget a couple of announcements. Right now, there's a Elite Trader Funding is 50% off their DTF accounts, by the way. Their direct to funded is now half price. That's pretty dope. Literally, one day of paper trading and one of you guys is paying off your mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Like 100K prize for free. You'd have to be an idiot not to take that on. You guys sit here and freaking thumb through prop accounts all day left and right as part of the system. One of you is going to roll the dice and walk away with money to pay off your house, pay off your car, whatever you want. That's it. That's it. I want to fill it up to 10,000 as full as you can. Am I going to get back into NASDAQ? I'm going to watch it. The idea that we are sort of not as strong on NASDAQ as I want it to be in S&P is bullish enough. The failed liquidity pocket and the worsening resilience, as you see, it was at the first bounce, it was 23. At the second bounce, it's 9. Because of the worsening resilience, you can't expect it to go higher than the previous high. That's why I closed out early, by the way. So one of the tricks we teach you in the resilience class, if the resilience is deteriorating, even though it's still bullish, you can still get the bull bumps, but there's fewer stocks on this side of half cap the second go around. So it'd be preposterous to think that it rallies with the worsening scenario. So because of that, I closed out early, which is what I did earlier. I wasn't betting on a better run, a less cool run. Everything is worse the second time. And y'all learned this in class 4, right? The resilience class. So that's why I bailed early. I'm like, okay, I don't like that it's stalling. Resilience wasn't moving and everything was just chilling. So I closed out early. And so now with it being in like not a better spot. I'm not expecting a bigger break. That's why I'm going to chill. I'm talking myself now out of the quote unquote EST trade because after the second attempt it didn't break highs. I don't think it's going to break highs now. It's only 8K grand prize. Ah, no, for the preliminary. If you make it to the second round, it's 100K grand prize. So even the preliminary is a bonus prize of like 8K. So the qualifier on Monday has prizes. And if you make it to the next round, then you make 100K in the second round. The grand prize is 100K. Guys, are y'all having issues reading? Okay, let me help you guys out. Y'all are a bunch of adults that should be able to read. First place is $100,000. 9 of you are telling me first place is 8,000. It is 100,000. 100,000. I know you can't read, Simon. It's 100,000. So the way that it works, my friends, qualifying round has prizes 8,000, 2,000, 1,000, and 100 for up to 400th place. If you get in the top 400, you get $100. It's like a free eval. Top 10% of the 10,000. So the top 1,000 people go to the next round. And there will be 3,000 people at max in the grand finale. Now of the 3,000, the top 10% of those people will get 100, and then it's 10,000 for top 10, 25,000 for top 3, and then 100,000 for first place. So essentially, if you place in the top 400 or top 300, you're going to walk away with free money, which is kind of cool. Yeah, there's no teams on that, by the way. The link, Grease, is up in the description. So I'm sorry, in the it's pinned in chat. Here it is. Let me give it to you guys real quick. Yeah, so like I'm saying, I'm strongly hinting that Ninja is giving me an incentive to fill up this tournament. They got with me late. Now, in their defense, I was like, I could have done it early on. They're like, yeah, well, we sent you a bunch of emails and you were ignoring us. And I was like, oh. I looked back and I had like 3 missed emails from Ninja. They're like, hey, Matt, we'd love to work with you guys. We love Rocket Scooter. You're like one of our top picks of people we'd love to partner with and blah, blah, blah. And then another one was like, hey, Matt, hopefully you saw the last one. Reach out. And the other one was like, hey, Matt, reaching out again. And I was like, they were trying to set this up with me like weeks ago. But granted, it was my birthday week. Half of that week was spent drunk. The other half of that week was spent babysitting some shitty contractors. So that's my bad for being behind on all my stuff. Are you supposed to trade for an Ninja competition? Let's go through the parameters, right? And again, they're giving us an incentive bonus to fill up the rank. I will in turn return said incentive bonus to you guys in the form of buying a shit ton of prop accounts. I'm gonna give it back to you. They're giving us free shit just to click that link. How about that? Let's be real. Click that link, sign up. It's free. It's 100% free. You don't have to pay anything, and we get rewards for it. Again, okay. We'll take it. That's the link I'm posting. Remember, they're offering you guys money just for clicking this link. That's it. I will in turn buy hundreds of prop accounts, whatever it ends up being. I'm gonna give it all to y'all. I'm giving it back. You get free shit for clicking that link. You get money if you make it in the top 300. It's free. It costs you nothing but a minute of your time. These companies that are all hosting these big tournaments, it's the new thing now. Everybody's trying to get, customer acquisition or whatever. You know how it works. You can sign up. Let's go. Appreciate you guys signing up. Okay. The parameters are as follows. In Ninja, starting balance and qualifying round, 25,000. And I think that's funny. The rules are identical and ensure fairness and strict enough to reward skill, not luck. But it's definitely a YOLO challenge. You can trade, I think it's 3 micros of each of these, and you can trade all of them as people found out the last tournament. So the winners actually traded all 5 of these full port and just managed to get them all right. I think it's 3 micros, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't necessarily say on here, but I think that's the limit. So to be in the top hundreds, you'll be at least required to trade at least 2 instruments. 1 is not enough to get there on 3 micros. The winning balances were like in the many thousands of dollars. Okay. So, you know, what I plan on doing is mirroring my S&P and NASDAQ trade together. Gold, oil, and 60, which euros, right? So euro dollar. And I don't know anything on how to trade this one. We don't have liquidity maps for it. But I'll be trading gold, oil, and I'll be trading at least those 4. And I might, if I need to, pop that in as a last ditch. But that's it. That's really it. Now, 2 competitions to talk about. One more that we're going to be doing is the Ninja Trader Arena Cup is 1. What was that alert? That's in Thinkorswim. What is that alert? That ding ding, that's Thinkorswim. I'm not doing anything in Thinkorswim. No, I'm not even I don't have it. Is that a Thinkorswim alert? That's a Thinkorswim alert, but I don't trade in this Thinkorswim account. It's just a data account. It's empty. You had it too? Oh, okay. I wonder what it was. Maybe it's just a notice for all customers. Okay. Every time I get those random alerts, like my heart stops for a minute. I'm like, was I accidentally in a trade somewhere? Did I get liquidated? This account has no probably $100 in it. This is just my account that I use for data, for just opening the platform. All my trading is now done in Webull for my options and AMP for futures. I just Thinkorswim like, I don't know, 6 years ago. Ooh, EST long one more time. Res is getting better. I mean, I could. Should I try one more time? I'll try one more time in one account. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. All right. Let me tap off the rest of these evals here. Get them the full position. They only need 1, so I don't need to go too heavy on them. AC to make another $600-700 a pop. 1, 1, 1, and 1. Grab my big account. Let's grab my big account with 4. Just in one big account. We're back above the cluster. I'll take it one more time. Resilience on S&P is slightly improving, so I'm hoping for a bull zone tap, test, and SPY close gap fill. Be kind of nice. Oh, that's degenning on his Thinkorswim. That'd be great if I was degenning something. This account is, how much is in this account? It's funny, I don't even know how much is in this account. $19.90. This is the account that I use just for my tick charts. I have $19.90, bro. That's it. That's all I got left. I'm broke. But if Arby started using biscuits, for what? For their sandwiches? That's $19.90 more than you have. I'll share it with you. I can split it in half. See, that's how good of a person I am. If I had $20 and you had 0, I would give you $10 of the 20. Enough for some Starbucks. Not in 2025. I feel like Starbucks would cost like 12 bucks. 12 bucks a pop. I feel like every time I go to Starbucks, I'm paying like 40 bucks these days. Sandwiches we get, and then the treats that we get, and the coffees we get. Inflation sucks. Gotta get that top one above 20. We're gonna work on it. Gotta get 500 bucks in that one. I'm trading the one right now that has 3,399. That's the one I'm tapping. What did I make today? 57,000 or something, 52. The top 4 are funded and the bottom 5 are funded. The others, the rest of these are new evals, the no consistency evals. I'm just doing as many as I can. The stockpile. In case they take them away. Okay. IDOC's busy buying rocks. Trying to see if we got the right color. 250 for passing that fund next that you won in the giveaway, Moses. Nice, dude. Very cool. All right. Let's go for it. All right. I'm going to do a giveaway for you guys. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in and being here every day. Loyal members of the stream. First of all, to celebrate ETF, we're going to do this first. Every single day, ETF's giving us an account to give away. They have a brand new 10K end of the day drawdown, all in. Let me tell you, it's the cheapest prop account out there for end of the day. There's no cheaper account than this one. They've completely undercut all the competition that they're like an extreme value account. A $57 end of the day drawdown account for 57 bucks for people on a budget. It's all in. The $2,000 profit target with 1,000, I think it's $1,000 drawdown. No, or something like maybe 500 drawdown, one of the two. Need to remember those details. But $57 all in, 10K end of the day fast track. We're going to give away one of those real quick for you to check it out. Those of you that like the core accounts with My Funded, or you like the rapid accounts with Funded Next, it's along the same boats except it's cheaper. For 57 all in with no activation fee. It's pretty nice. You know, as you know, just disclosing all the words from our sponsors. You always paid endorsements, FTC. You know, I put the disclaimer at the front of the video, but you guys got to know the props we work with, they're all endorsements, you know, so. But honestly, also, I wouldn't work with a company if I didn't actually like the product. I've always been that way as well. Like, I've had people left and right saying, hey, I'd like to be a partner with you guys. I've turned down 20 prop offers a month. I swear to God. Like, I want to keep it small and tight with just companies I like and respect and think that are working and changing. And ETF's a very progressive company trying to create a lot of new stuff and listen to the community and listen to us. Like, we've got them to change some of their rules. for the better by, you know, consulting with them. And, you know, that static account, I mean, we built that thing. Like us, we gave them feedback and they listened. And this made me very happy to see that, okay, there's a firm out there that really likes working with, you know, the customer base and listen to the community. And like, yeah, you know, we have these things, we have those things, you know, we had a, you know, how do we improve? And I love that. I love when there's a firm that's like, you know, how do we improve? How do we make better stuff? Instead of a firm that's like, you know, fuck you guys, listen to us, we're the best, blah, 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 that attitude. So I'm long in one of my accounts. This one I bought 4 contracts in. The rest of these evals, they're all a mix of 1s and maybe 2s just to top off at max profit. So I got to max them out, 2,400 a day to pass. That's it. iDoc is at Home Depot stealing rocks. Whenever next time you'll see her and talk to her, make fun of her. Tell her that she's gonna get arrested and go to jail for stealing. She went to the place where there was gravel and there were bags of gravel, and she's like, I think this is the right color. I was like, just put some in your pocket. Come home and hold them up next to the tile, see if you like the color. So we're gonna make fun of her and say that the security camera saw her pocketing rocks. She put like the gravel, she just put a little handful in her pocket to come home and see if it's the right color. What a thief. She's picking up a Lance B garden gnome. Yeah, you know, I should make, I'm sure there's somebody, if somebody has a 3D printer, if you can, like, listen, I will send you a lot of money if you have a 3D printer and you 3D print me a garden gnome with Lance Poop Stain's face on it. I swear to God, that will be the ultimate meme of the trading industry. Somebody here has to have a 3D printer. Bro, can you make me a garden gnome with his face? And I will literally leave it in my garden. I swear to God. Like a really nice looking garden gnome, like maybe this tall, but the face has to look like him. Like it needs to be like exactly his face, right? Bro, send me an invoice, whatever materials and whatever surcharge, I will pay you for that. And it will be in my garden. I will put it in my garden with all my new plants. Please. Oh my God. I swear to God, that'd be so funny. But it has to look exactly right though. You have to get like the 3D model of the face exactly. Like I don't want it to look kind of like him. I want it to have his actual facial feature. I want you to look at it and go, no way. Like I don't have to explain people who that is. I want to post a picture on Twitter. This would be like the most legendary thing ever. I can give them away as prizes. Who knows? I don't know. We can mass manufacture them. And then his shirt needs to say 100 mil on it. You know what I mean? Just send me an invoice for materials and time, like whatever you want to charge for it. I don't know how much these things cost. I'll pay good money for that. All right, we're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna give away Elite Trader funding, brand new 10K end of the day drawdown account. All in is 57 bucks. That's incredible. This is the cheapest end of the day account in the business now. So ETF is trying to find some really cool sort of like corners of the overall pie chart here. They have the best static in all of props, and now they have the cheapest end of the day in all of props. That's two pretty good angles. One of you is going to get to try these out. It's only 57 all in, end of the day drawdown, 2K price profit target. $57 is expensive for a 10K. Don't say 10K. Listen, I have to give you guys a lesson. I had this argument on Twitter with someone else. 10K or 100K or 50K or 150K. Those are bullshit numbers. That's not what you look at. You look at the drawdown. Like 100K or 150K or $1 million account, that's all paper. There's no actual account size with that. If somebody says, I'm going to give you a 100K account with a 3K drawdown, or I'm going to give you a 10K account with a 5K drawdown, the 10K account is the bigger account. So whatever it is, it's the drawdown. So the drawdown is the account size, right? So the drawdown is $500 for 50, then it's 110 for 1,000, right? For end of the day drawdown. Not bad. Ravi, you're the winner. Okay, let me show you guys something really quick. Let me do some comparisons here. So by comparison, right? You're looking at cost per drawdown on end of the day. So an example is, I did this yesterday. Unless my math is wrong. I did all this yesterday. Hold on, let me look at it really quick. So there's no, okay, so here's some perks with it, right? No daily loss limit, which is really cool. Which is great. And you're talking, and now that's before like coupon, right? So I don't know what our deal would be on top of that, but 57 is the, I think that's maybe with the coupon. 57, okay, I think that's with the coupon. And for 500, so that it's 114 per 1,000, okay? But also no DLL. By comparison, I looked at Tradeify. Is a $100 after coupon for 2,000 drawdown, but there's DLL of 1,250. So DLL, it's pretty much a similar thing, right? DLL is 1,250. So Tradeify is roughly, I guess, the cheapest one, 97 for 1,250 daily loss limit. There's activation fee there. So actually, now it's like rock, paper, scissors. You pay a little bit more for no DLL. You pay a little bit less for DLL with Tradeify. Overall, the Tradeify is $2,000 total loss limit. So it depends on like if you like having the trailing drawdown or not, or the daily loss limit or not. But they're both like considered like the cheaper end of the day accounts that you can see. Yeah. Is it 38 for the 10K static? Oh, nice. Okay. Lucid. Lucid wants to work with us. I talked to them the other day. We'll see what they think. I looked at their offerings. It doesn't seem like it's a bad prop. It's just that like we work with the best props. And so like when it comes to like the best value, does Lucid have anything that's like bam, right? That's like better than everything else for some reason. Like it could be just a good firm, but there's a lot of good firms. Like what does Lucid have that it's just like this is their thing? Hard breach DLL is the worst, yeah. What's the one that Lucid has that's like their thing? Yeah, they seem like I like them. They seem like a good company, a good group. Like, what do they offer that's better than what one of our current partners do? All right, so is it similar to Tradeify? Okay. All right, let's do one more. Thank you guys for signing up for the Ninja. Now, I want to see the numbers go up. I'm checking the numbers. Not a lot of you people, not a lot of you guys are signing up for it as much as I keep trying to tell you to. We had about 120 people sign up today. There's 800 slots left. I will do a Fund Index giveaway now. only if I see that number go up another 50 in the next 5 minutes. So if you have not signed up for the Ninja Trader Arena Cup, you better do it. I want to see 50 more participants in the next 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes or there's no giveaway today. I'm going to be mean today because I go spend a lot of money on you guys. This link, stop typing funded next. There's no giveaway yet. There's no giveaway. I want to see 50 more sign up in the next 5 minutes. Timer starts now. If you haven't signed up, you need to sign up. Okay, that's it. I want to see 50 more in the next 5 minutes. It takes a minute. If you already did the qualifier, it's fine, but I want to see the numbers go up. Let's get it up a little bit. Every time I refresh, I want to see a couple more numbers. 100 and something of you guys listened to me this morning, which makes me feel happy. But we got 800 more slots to fill. I promised him I'd fill it up. It's free to enter. As your reward, I will give away a big fat stack funded X giveaway in a second. Do a giveaway for the people that signed? Nope. I'm not the only person that needs to yell at people to sign up. You guys need to as well. I'm not punishing the winners. I'm rewarding the winners. Team jogging. If you see somebody here slacking, you guys need to pull them up too. You're one of those hundreds. Let's go. Here's the link. As your reward today, that's it. Just sign for the contest, even if you don't want to trade it. It helps out the people that do want to trade it. One better chance for one of our peeps to get that 100K prize. Remember, our job is to be ninjas in the prop space. To win, to find the rules, to bend them, to have advantage play in the contests. Our job is to be the thorn in the side of the industry. So in this case, even if you do sign up, you help someone else win if you don't even trade. I want one of you guys to get that 100K prize. That'd be so awesome. We gotta be ninjas. Let's see if we have 50 more signups. How many more do we have? It's 7 more. Oh man, you guys really don't want a giveaway today. It's like the ambulance. It's like the car crash on the side of the road. 9 out of 10 people are like, then somebody else will call. No, you need to call. You have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. 1,300 people here, 100 something signups. All right, go, 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 go. All you have to do is just click the link and sign up. There's no Team Rocket Scooter. You just got to click the link and sign up. There's the link. Just click it and sign up. It's free. There's no team this time. The Tradeify is the one with the team. And that NASDAQ go. Ooh, we got a bump in resilience. That's looking solid today. That's gonna be so dope to be the world record holder at Funded Next, and then they're gonna close the doors and launch your live program right after I get my payout. Then nobody will ever be able. That's the funny part. The live program is coming out soon with Funded Next. I'm gonna tell you guys with Funded Next. Here's something you need to know. They're gonna have a live program at some point. Okay, like some point soon, as in the uncapped, unlimited payout might come to an end. It's uncapped payout per payout, but there's going to have like a lifetime maximum to where they push you to live. Just like Tradeify does. And then once you go to live, you're live. Now, when you fail live, you probably can go back into the system, start over. But it will be impossible. The current world record's 155,000. I have more than that. It will be impossible for my record to be broken. Because if I go out there with a $200,000, $300,000, whatever payout, and then they seal the deal at 100,000 total max payout, then by default, I'll be the world record forever. How about that? How cool is that? My strategy's pretty solid there. Then I'll be the world record holder the competition will never be able to achieve anything more than 100K. Unless someone gets a huge live payout. And this will be true, yeah. This is true. That's the only way they can do it. But are they going to pay? Yeah, they would absolutely pay. I actually talked to the owner a couple days ago. We text, like, the owner and I are we text every day. And I was like, so what's the world record? Actually, last week I was like, what's the world record? And he's like, 155,000. And I was like, well, I'm going to beat that and be the biggest world record payout. They're like, we know, we've been watching and we're excited. We're glad that it's you. We're excited about it. And then whenever you do, here's how we're going to like post about it and promote it and blah, blah, blah. So, oh yeah, they're going to pay me. They're already talking about giving it to me, the owner. So, yeah. They're like, that's going to be so exciting, man. We're glad that it's you, man. You've been such a big supporter of our firm. We're excited. You deserve it. Hell yeah. The risk team would check every one of your positions. No, they're like, who do we make the check out to? You know? All right. Thank you guys for signing for Ninja. I love you guys. The more y'all help me out, the more I help you out. Ninja's going to give you guys. Here's how it's going to work. We hit our quota. Ninja's going to cut us a check. I'm going to take that check and go buy some accounts to give away to y'all. Just like I do with everything I win or whatever, I go give it away. So I'm going to translate y'all's participation in this Ninja Cup into prop accounts for y'all. You're welcome. Just like I gave away Pat's money. What do I think about trading psychology? What kind? I don't understand the question. Like the most important thing for you to master is psychology, right?
Vibes feel nice, catch a little wave, ride it twice. Lock my profit, call it a day. Back it up, then me gone fi play. Cool breeze, strong tide, rolling through. Rocket scooter, still brand new. Palm tree sway, life easy today. Yeah, today's a good day. Today's a good day, me can feel it. Sky so blue, me wanna steal it. The wind in my face, worries fade away. Today's a
I've been putting it next to you guys.
Today's a good day. Yeah, today's a good day. Hey, took me little win, let the rest just slide. No chase, no stress, me just take my time. Patience pay, my head stay clear. No more beat side, smiling here to air. No when for stop, no when for play. No me surf the blessings every day. Salt in my skin, sun in my face. Yeah, today's a good day. Today's a good day, me can feel it. Sky so blue, me wanna steal it. The wind in my face, worries fade away. Today's a good day, yeah. Today's a good day. Yeah, today's a good day. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Some days rough, me nearly drown. But with rocket scooter, I'ma turn it round. Let the rhythm show my way. May the breeze and the game will make today. Yeah, yeah. Today's a good day. Profit set tight. Feet up, chilling under moonlight. No more fear, no more afraid. Yeah, today's a good day. Today's a good day, me can feel it. Sky so blue, me wanna steal it. The wind in my face, worries fade away. Today's a good day, yeah. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. Today's a good day.
Oh, that's a great song, man. I like that, Sir Darb. I want to hear that one more time. Oh my God, Sir Darb wins. He wrote this song that we're listening to. Oh my God. Bro. We manifested this. Hilarious. Hell yeah. That's great. The song is hacked into the drawing. Now, if he wins twice in a row, we're gonna something sketchy's going on. Today's a good day for him. Mode Tassif, winner. Type something in chat. The song is secretly injecting code into the back end of the bot. Yeah, man, I'm not liking this. Right second sucks. It keeps trying to move and then stops moving.
Profit set tight, feet up, chilling under moonlight. No more fear, no more afraid. Yeah, today's a good day. Today's a good day, me can feel it. Sky so
Justin
blue,
Ferris.
I wanna feel it. The wind in my face, worries fade away. Today's a good day, yeah. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. Yeah, yeah. Rocket scooter. All good, good day. Oh, today's a good day.
Hey, come in. I was just texting you, babe. The right ones were like a perfect match. The picture you sent?
Like this.
The smaller one.
Oh, the right one you said.
Well, it's not that the color looks different. I mean, like, look here. These look, I don't know if it just looks whiter because of the picture. These like match perfectly, the bigger ones. Doesn't matter to me. Is the color exactly the same?
I think
Mhm.
they just broke this up small. And some of these pieces are even orangey. Very like, some of them have like a reddish
Yeah.
gravel. You
Nice. Let me come down and take a look at
Yeah,
it.
look
How
at
many
it.
of you guys won? 3?
Holy,
World record.
I can get gravel now.
You can stop stealing it.
Did you tell chat?
Yeah. She's still.
I had already like all this gravel in my fanny pack, and he texted me. He's like, "Why don't you just take samples and take it home?" I'm like, "You read my mind. I already have it in my pouch."
I texted her. I was like, what would your mom do? Her mom would be just like, put it in her purse. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Home Depot. They're sending the police in the house over the 7 cents of stolen rocks. Dim FX. Hey, bro, you want some rocks?
I
Well,
like
well, so the karma's good. We'll return what we stole.
I'm
where-
buying more of what
Yeah.
we stole.
We'll buy the bag that we ripped into or whatever. Dim FX.
Travels.
Some say trading psychology is more about having enough data to confirm that your edge is actually working. Well, okay. So there's a lot. Psychology is a whole complex topic. Most of psychology has to do with your attachments to money. All the talk about edge, strategy, probabilities doesn't mean anything if your hands are shaking when you're invested in clicking the buttons. It's a mental composure. Like if you're so afraid to act, it doesn't matter how good your strategy is, you're gonna be a wuss when it comes to it. Hey. What's up, boy?
He doesn't know how to pee on the new grass yet. I still have to walk him the end of the neighborhood for him to.
Shark trades. Are you leaving?
I need to.
Let me go down and check out the rocks real quick.
Yeah. For them. Are you okay with this 25? Heavy.
Okay, my next question is, should we pave the side of the house?
Okay.
Just to have it match. What do you think? Just the rocks then?
Yeah, because like rocks and that instead, and it's money on gravel because bag like this.
We're gonna need to keep some of them in case one of them cracks or something.
Back, or do we?
Yeah.
Our mom's house. Okay. She said she.
Yeah, I'd say we store them at your mom's house because like you never know if you drop something out there like and it just chips it or cracks it or whatever.
That's true.
What's going on with the market here? Okay. Let me come downstairs and take a look at this. Okay. Whoa, breaking DD man taking that right. Okay, this is not my favorite. And give me like 3 minutes, babe. That's 5 of you. The 5 of you winners. Let me have to finish the giveaway in a little bit. I'm gonna have to go down and check out the rocks situation. This is 43. This is right down near the stop. I'm about to pull the plug on all of this. So happy to see this trying to move out the pocket. It's not moving at all. Market sucks today. Blah. Hold on, guys. I need to get a green candle here real quick. Just set a stop loss. That's what I'll do. I'll set a stop right at 70. All right, let's do stop here. Not a stop, but like a, oops, that's not a stop. Stop is here. Why is that giving me a stop loss? What the hell? Oh, sorry, my bad. Here it is. All right, let me check. I'm gonna set a stop at 68. All right, we go. I'll be right back in like 5 minutes, guys. All right. Wish me luck. I'll be back. Be right back. I bet stops in. I was probably gonna stop out, so. Winners of the giveaway for now. We'll do the rest later, but you need to go to the Discord, go to the Constance channel and message an admin named Slacks, and then send him a screenshot of your YouTube ID. And then let him know you want the contest. Have an account with FundNX, have an account with ETF, and then he'll hook you up with the account. Oh boy, where are we selling off today? DD band failure second time. Well, you know. Be back. All right, guys, we are back. Whew. All right. Dang, what's going on here at the market? Rekaditi banned and selling off today. No way. Blah. Out of breath. Right on the edge of stopping out. Yeah, still long here. I'm still long. Yep. I just added more. It's one of my big accounts. I'm gonna take some heat on this one if I'm wrong. So I'm gonna add some more. Let's get back above DD band. That's my bet. Hedge pressure. Hold all of this would be nice. All right. Oh, you guys came to see me right now. Y'all see the have a good day. We're back. Sorry. I staggered my stops at 68, 67, 60, 55, and one of the contracts triggered a stop, the other three didn't. All right. What a crazy day today. I was not anticipating the market to be so responsive. I guess just a kind of a response to yesterday's Fed. But still holding that half gap, which is pretty nice. Or still holding that gap from Friday. Which is nice. Which is to fill that gap would be closer to 68.24 S&P, which is way off the charts. Did I take the long overnight off of orange and blue? No, nothing. I didn't do anything off of orange and blue overnight here until this happened. So when I saw this and it fell right to blue, I was like, okay, I'm in. I jumped in on it. Here. When this fell to there, I had to get on this, and I took that, and that's it. That's the trade I took. That's it. Boom, boom. I didn't take the trade overnight here because we were doing stuff. And plus, after Fed, I kind of had like a suspicion that we would be continuing to trade lower. So I didn't want, and VIX was above our triple B numbers. So I didn't really think, I was like, I don't want to play with the volatility. And then it did this, and I was like, yeah, this is probably just trading down a little bit. So I didn't do anything. And then I watched it do that. And then when that happened, oh, I had to get in on it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that was word. That was money right there. That was a money shot. In business, we call that the money shot. All right, let's go. Let's go. Got the reclaim on hedge. I mean, reclaim on DD band. Sorry. Run it. No more red today. Come on. Don't be the 8% days. Get above here. So actually, your auto update the overnight levels if you trade Asia. They're not automated yet, but we are automating them now. I update them once a night. Yes. They're manual though. And they're posted in the Discord. Come on, get up there. Get up there. I don't like the CD band rejection either. My fear is we're going to test session lows on S&P. The Nasdaq's just going to just dump shit the bed from here. Bum, bum, bum. Right now I'm just pushing evals in one of my funded accounts. That's it, just one. So if it blows up, the risk is small. Like this, it's kind of risky from here. If the market just dumps out, risk is small. I'm not going to lose much on the money front. Oh, now it's starting to get a little violent here. I can feel the order flow picking up. Hour just shifted. Now it's 11 o'clock. There's like a loose control on price. It's just sort of like chopping around. Doesn't look like it doesn't look like the algorithms are pushing price any direction. It looks like it's just sort of flopping around. So I don't like the feel of it. The order flow feels loose, and so up, down, up, down, up, down. It's like normally when the market's going up or going down, price is usually gonna like be moving in a sort of like path to track the stocks. So the stocks are just sitting still. That's basically what it's saying. So the index is just not going to move anywhere yet. This is kind of alarming for some more further downside. I should probably make a decision about this quick. Speaking of, maybe I should get a couple more of these accounts just in case these ones bust. I'm going to pass as many as I can. And then have them in reserve. So here's my plan. Like if I go live, right? I get my big payout and I'm going whatever. Then I go live. And then when I do go live, and if I bust the live account, I can go back to the funded. I've got all these reserve accounts sitting there with no DLL, no consistency, yada, yada, like the grandfathered in ones. Right, let me pick up like 5 more of these just to have them. I'm that guy. Sorry about guys. I'm important rocks and pavers stuff. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, the fan is gone. I'm so sorry, you guys. How could I be so irresponsible? I'm so sorry. Oh, looks like all those accounts passed. There we go. Booyah. 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 Cool. All those evals passed on that bump. Let me buy 5 more of these evals while I'm sitting here, though. I gotta stockpile these bad boys for a rainy day. In case it goes away, I gotta have a whole bunch left over. I'm gonna buy 5 more of them. All right. All right, can we get a big old bump today? Is there news? No, we just switched to the new hour. Like the markets are pricing in like essentially like earnings today, right? So we're just reverting to mean a little bit. JPal's comments push it down a little bit lower, but we're also sort of like centering along the path of which way the market's going just to prep for earnings. Why promo code for 45 doesn't work for Tradeify anymore? No clue. Ask Lax, because he should be on top of that to figure out why. Our promo code should be working. Okay, so I'm buying 5 more of the funded next. I keep passing them. That's why I'm buying more. I've got a whole stockpile of past evals. That way I can just infinitely go live or go funded forever and ever and ever with these guys. And once they shut the doors, I'm going to be the one sitting pretty. So all of my my evals just closed out with max profit 24, and then I've got this one account here that I doubled down and added 7. It was 4. I added 3 more on the dip. Now it was 7. Now I'm trimming back down to 3, locking that in. The stop only stopped out of one of the 4. So I got lucky that I walked back and I still had some position left, which is good. Now I'm just long in one account with 3 contracts. That's it. Once I got the rescue here, I originally had 3 or 4, stopped out of 1, added 4 more, and now I'm back to 3. I had 4, but now I'm in 3. So I'm back to like, remember I told you guys my digging technique? If I have, pretend that I bought and then bought some more and then returned the original target, I close out what I dug with. I call it my shovel. So now I'm back to my moderate position at my original place with my cost basis at 25,993 now, which is here. Of the 3 that I'm running up. You guys remember that trick? I told you that yesterday at the class. I remember that trick. It isn't exactly how I taught it, but it's about the same thing. I got 4. I went downstairs and I had stops literally like here, here, and here. And one of them triggered and I came back and I still had 3. And then this happened and this happened. And then I added 3 more. Sorry, I added 4 more. So pretend I had 4, forget about the stop. I had 4, I added 4 more. We got back to here, I subtracted 4, and now I have 3. Technically, I had 3 here, I added 4, now I'm back to 3. You guys remember this? So now I've got 3 contracts with the cost basis of here to ride the real ride, and I only took a casualty of 1 in that particular case. And so this digging technique is one thing that I do a lot of the time. Imagine that like I bought 1 contract here, 2 more there, 3 more here for 6 total. And then when I get to there, I close out the 3. When we get there, I close out the 2. Now I have my original 1 that I wanted, except for my 1 cost basis here. My 1's cost basis is now here. When I close out 3 after buying 1 and buying 2, 1 is the only one that took a loss because it's first in, first out. 1 took a loss, 2 were flat. 1 of them was profit. So of the 3 I closed, I'm sorry. The 3 I closed, not 1 in this profit. 1 was a loss, 2 were flat. Right? All I'm doing is taking a small loss from the first trades and shuffling my cost basis lower to make it all back. So total, this account right now is up 6,000 now instead of 3,000. Now I got 3 to ride up to the top. So all I did was shuffle my risk around a little bit. I teach this, everyone in chat, do you remember that from class yesterday when I talk about how I manage position like that? It's textbook. I do it the same way every day. If I miss a pivot and I've got 2 high volume pivots nearby, I trade it the same way every day. You remember that, right? Now I'm back to I originally had 4, but now I'm in 3. Because I did stop out on 1, so I'm considering, okay, maybe 3 is the risk I want. Now I just bought 5 more evals because I just passed 5 evals. So I got 5 more to keep going. All of these evals have passed today. All the ones are evals. The top 4 are actual funded accounts. Yeah, the rest are evals, and they all passed. And max profit target. Isn't that just martingale? That's not what a martingale is. That's not correct at all. Martingale is a game without statistical odds. Number 1. This is a game with 90% and 90% odds right here. And it's called cost basis management. Okay, so let me tell you some math. If something is supposed to happen 90% of the time, pretend that this pivot and this pivot and this pivot all happen 90% of the time. So for them to break, it's 10% of the time each. So if this breaks and this breaks and this breaks is 10% of 10 of 10, which is 0.01%. Wait, hold on. 10% of 10% is 1%. 0.1%. Sorry, 0.1%. 0.1%. So it's rare, the rarest case, 1 out of 1,000, right? That you break all 3 strong pivots. Mathematically speaking, just think mathematics at first. So the idea is when you have high odds, this is the most probable support. The highest odds is this one. So as you get closer to the higher odds, you're going to bet bigger. That's it. The strategy is encapsulating your risk into a controlled area, not a martingale. It's a controlled area. It only applies to here. And it's shifting your cost basis around. What time frame? Time frames, what do you mean by what time frame? We don't do time frames here. Just pivots. So the idea becomes, let me make it bigger so you can understand what I'm doing. I'm cutting my risk when the odds are going against me, and I'm adding to my risk when they're going for me. So the answer is the best probability is this one. If they're equal probabilities, then breaking all 3 of them is the lowest probability event. So this is the most risk. This is the least risk of the 3 pivots. So the most risk, I use the smallest position. Medium risk, bigger position. Least risk, bigger position. And as it goes against me, let's pretend that my stop loss is here and I added 1 more time at the bottom. I'm betting that 90% of days, or actually in this case, 92% of days do close above this green band. We talk about that all the time. Okay. EST every single time. Pocket S&P here to here. All right. So this one trade is up $6,000 minus the loss. I took them up net 4,000 on this trade. Perfect. To 3 contracts up to pocket. Pretty solid. Res is positive. S&P looking solid on NASDAQ. I'm loving it. Resilience is slightly better. We may get the full pocket run here. But this is kind of a nice, I had 93 to 91. I just got 100 points in NASDAQ on 3 contracts. I'm totally happy getting a 2.5 to 1 trade on this. I'm going to hold it right to 100 and close out. I can go the full pocket. But I like getting out here because I'm a student of Tori and this is her trend line and I'm going to close out and take profit. Thanks, Tori. I appreciate that. I'm going to close it out early. I'm good with the 100 points. Overall tally today, guys. Here's the haul. I passed every eval that I'm running. So I passed, what is it, 6 of these things or however many there were. I just bought 5 more. All of my funded accounts. About 50 grand. I'm a student of Tory Trades. Nah. This is too far of a stretch out of the retrace. 40 straight point. I mean, 100 straight points is great. I'll take it. Okay, anyways, back to the lesson. Okay. And the fact that we broke, if we didn't break DD band already, I'd hold the whole way. But the fact that I scooped out of a loss, I'm pretty happy with taking it and calling it. Okay, so with the way that this works is I'm betting, the overall bet is that we do not close below the screen line. It's the overall bet. Okay, so the idea is if I buy 1 and 2 and 3 and 6 for 9 total, what I end up doing is I'm shifting my cost basis around. Right here, I have a cost basis of 1. Here I have a cost basis of 3, 1/3 of the way above here. When I buy 3 more, I have a cost basis of exactly the middle between here and here, because that's, well, actually, sorry, not the middle, but between this one and this one. So my cost basis is about here. Then when I buy 6 more down here, my cost basis is 1/3 of the way between here and here. So my cost basis is where those white lines are. So I buy bigger, buy right at the edge of where I'm going to stop out and call it. When I added, I did the same thing here. So what happens is I've shifted my cost basis lower. As the price moves up to my next entry, I close out what I dug into, -6. So I added 6, I closed out of 6. Why? It's dangerous down here. I'm scooping right at the edge, and as soon as I get it, it just lowers my cost basis drastically. When I close out the 6, I've closed out all of these. 2 of them are at a loss, of a small loss, 1 loss, 2 loss, but it's basically removing my risk because I'm scared because, well, we're breaking on the strong pivot that shouldn't be breaking. 3 of them, 3 was here, 2 was there, 1 was there, and the cost basis is the line. So 3 of them closed out flat. 1 of them closed out with a moderate loss of 30 points. 2 of them closed out with a small loss of 20 points. Now what I'm left with are 6 total contracts at a cost basis of here. I've chosen, I could have held the whole thing up, but that's gambling, right? I'm digging in to get my cost basis lower. Now I have 6 to ride the way up. Once I close out here, I can ride the whole way up. My original 1, 2, and 3 are the 6 I wanted to be in from my strong pivots. I dug in to get my cost basis lower. I dug out as soon as it gave me a little bit, controlled losses, and then now we run with my original 6, playing each hand to let it ride. I did the same thing, but with 3. So with 3, this is what I did earlier. I basically, when we fell to here, I just jumped in at 4. That's it. And the market fell there, and I was deciding if I wanted to add 6 more for the full 10. I had to stop at 68, like 62, like 58 and 50. And I went downstairs. When I came back upstairs, we were like right here. Okay. I was in a position of 3. Same thing applies. So let's pretend that I had 3 and I didn't stop and I'm at 3. I added 4 more. And as soon as the market bumped to there, I took out those 4 that I added. Now I have a cost basis of 3 right here to ride up the actual wave. And the 4 that I closed from the 4 that I entered, forget the stop loss, were closed flat. So I added more, I closed flat, I went. Whenever I double down, I usually will close flat at my first entry. This trick is very monumental to my success. It doesn't mean that, it means I can hold the whole thing all the way up, but yeah, but that's gambling. The idea is I want my cost basis to be at my strong pivot, which is exactly what I did. And now I can just sit on that and let it ride with less risk. In case it goes here and then dies, well, my loss is small. But the whole point is that the whole trade is controlled with a small loss rather than gambling for the whole way up. Does that make sense, you guys? Am I doing more giveaways? Nah, y'all didn't sign up enough for Ninja. I'm only doing 5. I wanted to see, we had about 9,100 today, and now there's 9,264. Now there's 9,311. Okay, I'll give y'all one more giveaway. That's more than I thought. Okay. Can y'all sign up for Ninja real quick? Can I see 10 more people sign up for it? Link is in the description. It's free to sign up. $100,000 price. Y'all did. Y'all got like 300 people to sign up today. That's really nice. Can you sign up twice? Wish you could. 10 more people, and I'll do one more little giveaway for y'all. So that makes sense on the position management. If I long, I'm trying to bet that we stay above green. So if I'm adding, I don't let it ride up with the whole lot. That's not how I trade. If I'm adding, I'm subtracting to get back to the initial position I wanted to take. The way that I see it is that if I buy 3 here and 5 here, I don't want 8 here going up because that wasn't my original choice. My original choice was 3 was it. So when I add to this, I'm not adding to have more risk on the table for the same trade. If my original choice was 3 here, then even though I dug into 8, I want 3 there to end. That's the important part because it did lose those pivots. So the risk is high that that happens. So I don't want to be in 2.5 times the risk at the same place that just failed. Does that make sense? So because it failed and I had to dig in, I'm quickly going to pull out just to get the cost basis slightly lower. Does that make sense, everybody? Yo, Roscoe, what's up, man? Welcome to the community. We all risk strategy. So if I originally chose 3 and I'm adding more and we're back up to here, I'm going to be back to my original choice. Small controlled losses because it did break. So that's not good. But I'm not going to be in 8 on the way up. What this does, is it gives you the original trade that you wanted that failed, but then you're taking it a second time because we take these every single time. It's the same trade with 3. Now it's the same trade with 3. I just got a really awesome cost basis on it this time. The first time my cost basis was here for 3 and it lost. This time when I dig in and get out, now I have a cost basis of 3 from here. The second trade with a better cost basis. I'm taking the same trade twice, the lower cost basis. Same risk, 3 and 3. I took a lot of risk right on the edge at 5. Now the damage could be pretty big if it falls very quickly. That's why I actually put stop losses in because I had to leave, but I'm really like fingers on the button right here. 40 points under here is right at 70. That's exactly where I was going to stop out at. And one of them stopped at 68. It's a smidge below. Was 3 normal? So my normal on the world record accounts is 10. My medium is 5. 3 is my small. So like whenever I'm trading these accounts, I'm tapping them in 3 lots. I'm buying 3 at a time. And the big accounts, 3 at a time. Boy, y'all might think I'm a wizard because I exited right there, huh? Man, I don't know. I feel like the universe is just guiding my hand to win this world record thing because I'm getting so lucky. Dude, I'm not even going to take credit for this. I've got a guardian angel or something. I'm getting so lucky these days. Skill, yeah, but dude, I'm getting lucky. Exiting mid-path and liquidity pocket right at 100 was an arbitrary exit. That was the right exit. Isn't martingale? That's not what a martingale is, though. Martingale is something that doesn't have odds in your favor. This is a 90% chance of holding. All of these do. It's not a martingale has no statistical edge. That's why it doesn't work. Martingale bets in a game that has no edge. Martingale is just doubling your bet every time until you win. Coin flip, 50-50. So if you double your bet every time you lose a coin flip, you're gonna lose. Say that I'm betting on coin flips, right? I pay $1, I bet on heads, it goes tails, I'm down 1. Next time I bet 2, I'm down 3. Next time I bet 4, I lose again, I'm down 7. Next time I bet 8 and then I win, I'm up 8. I came to the table with $1 in my pocket and I bet the dollar. Right? I'm now up $1. Minus 7. I'm sorry, not 7 plus 8 is plus 1. Sorry. My net gain is circling back. On 8, 1. Okay, so I bet $1, I'm up $1. Y'all follow? And then keep going. And so the idea is with that, you're just doubling your bet till infinity, till hopefully the odds flip in your favor. And then you just walk away with nothing. Martingale only works if you have infinite money and infinite time to play the game, like forever until you finally win. So any cost basis strategy has a similar approach where as you get into like as markets fall, people add the cost basis averaging when markets are dying out, your 401k is still buying stock as markets are crashing. You're getting a lower cost basis. Your dollar cost averaging brings your overall cost basis lower for you to make money in the future. As a matter of fact, like I hate when people are sitting there at work and they're like, oh God, man, the stock market's crashing. Maybe I should stop putting money in my 401k. That's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. If you're employed and have a job and stocks are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, every time your $500 or whatever from your paycheck goes in your 401k, it's buying stock. And if they're cheaper, it's buying more. And if it's cheaper, you're buying more. You're playing the long game with that. If I was at a 401k and the market was crashing, I'd make sure I was maxed out because you're going to make your money back over time. You want to buy stocks when they're cheaper over time. Right? Dollar cost averaging is exactly how your 401k makes money. Every time the market crashes in your life, you're getting a great deal on stocks that when you retire are going to be 10, 20, 50 times higher sometimes. Never depends, right? So in a cost basis management strategy in day trading, if you don't do what I'm teaching you right now to do, there's no way you're going to be successful as a trader. Not exactly the way I do it, but any kind of strategy that's managing your position and cost basis. If you don't have a cost basis management strategy, you are not day trading. You're out there gambling and picking, oh, let me long or short. My masterful approach to manipulating my cost basis is the difference between me and you. And we boil everything down. Like, what does Matt do that's different? That's so different. I can't put up his numbers. It's that. It's something like that. And you don't need to do exactly that, but you need something to manage your risk on the fly in real time. That's really important. It's not just let me pick the target and hopefully I get it right, right? Trading is not guessing the market. Trading is trading, betting money, and how you bet is important. Like in poker, most of the skill set is of all your chips, how much do you put down? How much do you, when do you fold? Should I add a little bit more? How much more? A lot more, a little more? That is the skill set. That, it's not, I'm great at poker. Why? Well, because every time the cards slip, I got a royal flush. I'm the best poker player in the world. It's not really how it works. It's how you're betting. The betting strategy is the most important part of a trading strategy. Knowing when you're wrong, and I always dig in very heavy right on the edge of being wrong because I'm so efficient at where I'm wrong from, being wrong from the right place. I dig very hard, like right on the edge, which means the 1 out of 1,000 times or whatever that could be wrong, or 100 times or whatever the odds could be that could be wrong, I will take a big loss. But I'm playing the odds that I won't, so I'm very comfortable digging in, but I'm not digging in to hold a big YOLO position to go up. If my the takeaway from earlier example, oh shit, I got my funded. If my original bet was 3 and I lose and I dig in and I get back to there, I need to still be in 3. I'm not going to hold the double down position for twice the risk for twice the gain. It's getting back to the original trade at less risk and taking a small loss on the fact that it overshot and having a better cost basis for the second trade, right? Now I'm gonna be late for my funded TV. I love you guys. I gotta go. We'll see you on the afternoon. Whoopsie. Hold on. Shoot. I'm late again. I blame the gravel. Whoopsie. Guys, join me here for the link I posted. I'll be live on My Funded TV in the next minute for an hour. They do big giveaways on that stream, so you might as well come and get some free shit. All right, we'll see y'all later.